stop. I'm racing to a 5 alarm. Should slow down, but I just can't stop. Move over if you see me coming. I've got the finest touch. I feel the heat inside me. It's not enough, but it's a little too much. There's something out there, I can hear it calling. I wanna hold it, but I'm moving too fast. Where's the fire? Everybody's always asking me, where is it, baby? Doesn't anybody know? Where's the fire? It's burning up inside of me. Where is it, baby? Open up the door and let me go. Got a method to this madness. I learned it on the street. There's someone right behind you. He's grabbing at your feet. I've got no time for talking. I've got no time to kill. Some say I'm going nowhere, but it's better than standing still. There's something out there, I can feel it, baby. It's getting closer, but I'm moving away. Where's the fire? Everybody's always asking me, where is it, baby? Doesn't anybody know? Where's the fire? It's burning up inside of me. Where is it, baby? Open up the door and watch me go. Don't take a lot to keep me moving. It's gonna take a lot to make me stop. I feel the heat inside. Should slow down, but I just can't stop. There's something out there, I can hear it calling. I wanna hold it, but I'm moving too fast. Where's the fire? Everybody's always asking me, where is it, baby? Doesn't anybody know? Where's the fire? It's burning up inside of me. Where is it, baby? Doesn't anybody know? Where's the fire? Everybody's always asking me, where is it, baby? Doesn't anybody know? Where's the fire? It's burning up inside of me. Where is it, baby? Open up the door and let me go.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Greetings, universe! My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime.
When that mad woman in the thrust bus puts a hole in your invasion platform just before you launch an operation to invade Earth, while chasing escaped Metroids, call on us at the Cobra Law firm. We will make it ours.
Thank you, Loki Thorson, fueling up the thrust bus right out of the gate. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you're here, you are indeed made of sterner stuff. Wooga wooga and booga booga, bim bams and flum bums. Oh, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Sterner Stuff. You know what that means. You know what time it is. That's right. The weekend is here. Once again, it's time to set sail and cruise on into the weekend. We're going to be kicking back, relaxing, having a few laughs, and basically just having a good time with the best community that I know on YouTube. That would be you, the Baconeers and Baconettes, the Bim Bams and the Flum Bums. So who's ready to go? Are you guys ready to set sail, cruise on into the weekend? I know I am. Hopefully you had a good week. Hopefully it wasn't too horrible for you. I know we got some bad news this morning. Chuck Norris passed away, R.I.P. to a true legend. But we will definitely be focusing on him for the nostalgia spotlight this week.
What up, Playa?
What's going on, Bloodwork? Thank you for the elongated E from Shantae. Now we just need a stealth check. The party's getting started early. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that. So yeah, tonight's nostalgia spotlight is going to be focusing on Chuck Norris. That was, you know, kind of a bummer hearing about that. But you know what's cool is seeing everybody come together, celebrate his career. We've been doing a movie marathon all day in the Discord. It's been good times.
You warn that the stream isn't for children or the easily offended. What's with kids these days? When I was a kid and people were trying to wrangle waifus, that just meant it was a day ending in Y.
Right?
I finally get a few days off, but when I come back, this happens! Oh, great! Shaboxa, you liar!
Bah hum Zook, good sir.
Thank you, Ron McChaos. Whoa, T-Bone Tony getting us mesmerized. Let's go.
We have seen waifus over the years. Glory to their cake, their yams and meat pie. They strive to be their very best, no matter what the stakes. Their beauty never expire. We remember the waifus of our station. We wrangle the waifus with Orbital Bacon.
Thank you so much, T-Bone Tony and Ron McChaos with that big dono as well, man. Thank you guys so much. Big support right out of the gate. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I take it that means that you're ready for the weekend. I'm just going to assume that means you're ready to kick off the weekend. It's Friday night. Let's have a good time.
My friend just told me that Nicholas Brandon from Buffy also just passed.
Oh, no way, Soul Edge. Thank you for the ticket to ride on the BOOGA train. You know what's crazy is I heard this thing like years and years ago, and I thought like, no way. But apparently it's true that when we have a celebrity death, they always happen in threes. Have you guys ever noticed that? They usually tend to happen in threes. So there might be a third one coming up. Makes me kind of nervous. But yeah, that I did not hear about that. So thank you for the news, Soul Edge, and RIP to him as well. Man, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. The power of three. Yeah, something like that, Chi-Chi boy. But you know what? We're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the career, all the good times that they brought us, especially, you know, Chuck Norris, like before I was born, you know, he had movies out and I watched a bunch of his stuff growing up. So big part of the nostalgia, part of the childhood, you know, as a young bacon bit, wanting to karate chop some people, you know. So, yeah, you know what? We're going to look back. We're going to celebrate, okay? We're still going to have a good time.
It is a sad day with the passing of Chuck Norris. But he will always be a legend. Here's to one of the legends as he passes into glory. Godspeed.
Thank you, man.
Hentai.
Appreciate you.
Start at 2 o'clock. Angels cried out, in a saddened chorus, back up to the heavens, ascended Chuck Norris. Press F in the chat for the legendary karate commando who just recently died.
Yes, F's in the chat. Let's pay our respects.
Chuck Norris bangs 2 sparks together to make a rock.
I love those jokes. All right, painting and rambling with the stealth check right there. Failed as well, okay? Cake was detected. But yeah, F's up in the chat for Chuck Norris. Let's pay our respects to the legend. And the joke right there, that's a part of the mythos, part of the legend, is all the crazy jokes. And so when we do the nostalgia spotlight, I know that normally you guys send in clips. That's kind of what we do. And I'm giving you the early heads up that it's going to be Chuck Norris in case you want to find some clips. But if you can't think of one, or maybe can't find the one that you're thinking of, then feel free to send in a joke. Just, type it out in the super chat. Kitty will read it out, because there's an infinite number, okay? A near infinite number of those Chuck Norris jokes. And so, yeah, feel free. That can be part of the nostalgia spotlight as well. No description, just a link, probably another Chuck Norris clip. Thank you, Nakama Forever. We'll get to those. We'll get to those in the nostalgia spotlight segment coming up. So thank you guys, man. Wow, massive support. Massive support. It's early. We're still doing the introduction. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So yeah, Chi Boy says, fun fact, the highest grossing Expendables movie has Chuck Norris in it. That's right. That's right. He could have soloed, he didn't even need the rest of them. He could have soloed that mission. So yeah, man, I love those jokes. That was basically middle school. Middle school is when everybody, for me anyway, was when everybody was telling those. We had so many different ones. It was pretty hilarious. There's actually some really good ones out there that still make me laugh. So yeah, if you guys want to send in your favorite Chuck Norris joke or clip, whatever you got. But like I said, if you can't think of one, or maybe can't find the one that you're thinking of, then yeah, just send in a joke and we'll celebrate. Because like I said, it may be a sad thing, but it's also part of life that it doesn't go on forever. And so we're going to celebrate, we're going to have a good time. I think that's what Chuck Norris would have wanted everybody to do, is to celebrate his career, remember all the happiness that he brought to people. So that's what we're going to do tonight in the Nostalgia Spotlight. But we've got the other segments too. I've got the Saturday morning preview for you guys. We've got volume 145 coming up tomorrow morning. So we're going to be going over the latest memes that I've cooked up for these decades-old cartoons. And then at the end of the show, of course, everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu
Chuck
Roundup.
Norris understood the ending to 2001, A Space Odyssey. That one's my favorite. No idea why.
That one's actually pretty good. That one's pretty good. Thank you, Soul Edge, for another clip as well. But that one's good, Fritz the Abyss. I like that. He is the only one that understood 2001: A Space Odyssey. Reverb 154 with a bass dono. Let's go.
Chuck Norris didn't die. He just got around to finishing off the Grim Reaper and stole his cloak. And now, Chuck Reaper is poised to harvest the soy boys and femme hippos and restore balance to the world from the other side.
That's right. That's right. He just joined another server.
R.I.P. Chuck Norris. He was awesome.
He was awesome, Michael Russum. Thank you, man. And it looks like we got a clip from you as well. That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Reverb 154 with the beast dono right there. Yeah, he just joined another server. That's all. He's defeated all the opponents here on this mortal realm. And so he decided, all right, time to join another server, do some more PvP. So, but that's what I'm talking about, man. There's so many good jokes. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to celebrate it. And it's just another Friday. You know what I mean? This is what we do every Friday. We have a good time with the Baconeers and Baconettes.
You're beginning to irritate me, Chuck Norris.
Is that a one-liner? Is that one of his famous one-liners? Thank you, Crossfire, for the ticket to ride on the BOOGA train right there. You guys are getting clips in early. That's good though. I figured I was debating. I'm like, should I tell them? Although probably some people could guess, but this way you have time. You can figure it out if you want to get a clip and find it. you have time until the nostalgia spotlight. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to checking out these clips. If you guys got more jokes, send those in during the nostalgia spotlight. You know, you can go hunt some down if you can't remember one. I've got a couple of favorites myself, but I'm going to save those for that segment as well. And I've got some clips too. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's weird. It's like bittersweet because it's sad that he passed away, but it invigorates everybody to, you know, remember the good times. And, you know, I think that's what life is really all about is you really shouldn't be in a rush, you know? You should enjoy every moment.
Magnificent! Look at the size of that thing!
1:0 to 0:46 1:0 to 1:042 Good Chunk Norris clips RIP Chunk Norris.
Thank you, Jason Long. Look at the size of that thing. Look at the size of that dono right there. Appreciate you, man. Big dono right there. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's no moon. Or is it? I don't know. But yeah, you know, you got to enjoy life. Enjoy every moment.
Walker, Texas Wrangler.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Walker, Texas Wrangler. There we go. Well, he's wrangling on another plane now. Okay, he's moved on. He's moved on to another plane. He's doing some wrangling over there now. So thank you. I appreciate you painting and rambling. So yeah, we're going to get into all the usual segments. We got everything good to go here. How are you guys doing though? All of that aside, did you still have a good week? I mean, we just found that out this morning. So hopefully you still had a good week nonetheless. Hopefully everybody's doing well. And if you didn't, well, the week is over now. We're kicking off the weekend, so it can't hurt you anymore. Let's have a good time. And also a special shout out to Tavern's Poll. It was his birthday yesterday, so we have a birthday baconeer in the chat. And we're doing a little bit of a special lineup tomorrow for his birthday, okay? Some of his favorite episodes of his favorite shows all morning long for volume 145. And it's a little crazy, the coincidence. You'll see when we get there, but kind of crazy how it matches up. If I had already edited the video and had it uploading and everything when I heard the news this morning, but it's crazy because if I had the time to make the line, I'm like, well, this would have been a perfect homage to Chuck Norris, you know, a lot of these episodes. So yeah, Tavern's Full, he just said in the chat, he goes, I didn't plan this, I swear. Yeah, what did you know? Did you know? Did you get some sort of heads up? Because yeah, man, like the list you put together, it serves as a really great homage. So yeah, I don't know. Things just work out like that. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, but hopefully you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's say hi to the folks in the chat. Looks like we got a good crew here already. Go ahead and like up the stream for me if you're ready to set sail and cruise on into the weekend. And for the moldy oldie baconeers, you already know when it's time to say hello. But if you're new, I'll let you know what to do. You just gotta put that bacon in the sky, send it way up high, all the way up into orbit. Look at it flying up there. We got a whole sky full of bacon right now. Look at it go. Let's see who we got in here. I see Impu T. Hey, Sushi. What's going on? We got Ron McChaos. Hail, brother. K. Ojo is here, wishing a happy birthday to Tavern's Poll. We got Gojira, a.k.a. Philip. What's up, man? There's Tavern's Poll, the birthday baconeer himself. Waste of Space, a.k.a. Cheetos, a.k.a. the #1 troll, says Bah Humzook. That's right, brother. We got Saint Adam, hail, / with the bacon there. Alchemy is here. What's going on, man? Good to see you. We got Hellspawn Leviathan, hail to you. Ricardo Vasquez with a whole lot of bacon right there. We got Chi Boy, what's up? Retro Ryu, good to see you. Let's see, I think I already said KO Joe, but we got Adam of Grayskull, Karate Commandos. Oh yeah, that's actually one of the clips that I have because yeah, he had an animated series. He wasn't just in movies and TV shows. He got an animated series as well. We got Noname OVA, who looks like his name is spelled backwards again. Ron McChaos, what's up, man? We've got, let's see, a whole lot of bacon. Whoa, look at, that's a lot. That's a lot. Love to see it. All right. Let's see. We got Gabriel Villegas, Carlos Cow. What's going on? There's Storm Shield. We got Shadow Op. Leave Me Alone, Please No. Michael Russum, good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. There's Loki Thorson, who's been plugging the Cobra Law Firm, who it seems like every time we do a stream, the Cobra Law Firm is just expanding. You know, Skeletor just focuses on the car incidents, but the Cobra Law Firm, they're going all out. Let's see, we got Painting and Rambling. Yeah, the cartoons are prophetic, aren't they? We've actually done streams that centered around that, where like some of the memes that I had were clips where they basically predicted the future. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, man. Let's see. We got Kenzo's Creations, my eternal rival in Crossfire. And I see he brought his Zoomerangs, ready to battle to the death for Nocturna. Let's go. We got Maham. Is it Mom or Maham Urbana? I feel like I might be saying that wrong. Apologies if I am. Neo 007 is here. We got Book Golem. There's Rooser 0084. T-Bone Tony. T-Bone the Bard, creator of the lyrical super chats. Let's go. There's Tim J. Hail, brother. What's up? We got Prince of the Abyss. Says the eyes of the Ranger are upon you. That's, well, now he's Walker, Texas Wrangler. Let's go. K. Ojo is here. What's up? We got Richard Hooper here. Owl Slayer. What's going on, man? There's Brian Knapp as well. Brave Expanse, the Stream Emperor, Eternal. Unless somebody were to dethrone you, which would be absolutely wild, you are eternally the Stream Emperor. What's up, man? Jason Long is here. Hail, brother. What's up? We got Duo Maxwell, and he's got some karate gis in there with the bacon. Very appropriate. Isaac Nieder says Chuck Norris, the scourge of all deadly dolphins. He didn't die. He just went home. That's right. That's right. His planet needed him. Okay. It's time to go now. My planet needs me. Exactly. We got Nakama Forever. What's going on, man? There's Sean Weitzel here as well. Reluctant. Good to see you, sir. There's Tony Nuggets just checking in. And I'm sure you got the Nugget clan with you. So shout out to Luke and Sprunky as well. Bloodwork for crying in the mud, Bobby. Everybody run. It's Bloodwork. Kyle Conklin is here. Says one half of the Maloon and Kyle tag team. Where is Maloon? Where's your tag team partner? Feel like we haven't seen them in a while. Rob TV is here. We got Brazzle. What's going on? James D. Morris says it's Bacon and Roses time. That's right, brother. Lynch 85. Hail to you, sir. Good to see you. We got Southside Ronin. That's a cool name. I like that. I like seeing some new faces in here. Hopefully you guys will stick around. Become familiar faces, all right? Let's see who else we got. Did I miss anybody? Hopefully not. Oh, there's Crossfire. Crossfire, you'll get caught up in the crossfire. What's going on, man? We got the Harka 88. Hail, brother. What's up? There's, let's see, Daryl Walick. Hi, hey, good to see you, Daryl Walick. Glad you could catch a live stream. I know you've been busy lately. T-Bones got a visit for the Gyat, or from the Gyat Fairy for us.
Agreed, mate. Enjoy life every day. Love those yams, regardless of what others say. I chase waifus down in my jungle. Into the ZOOK I mesmermize and wrangle.
That's right, man. So you understand.
Given that The Simpsons have predicted the future quite often, it's no surprise that other cartoons would have similar predictions that would come true.
You're right. I mean, you're right, but it still freaks me out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, The Simpsons predicted a lot of stuff. Obviously, some other shows, maybe some movies out there predicted some stuff. It's still weird, though. You know what I mean? It's still kind of, especially with how accurate they can be sometimes. Still kind of freaky. Let's see. I see Giletto in the chat. What's going on, man? Painting and Rambling is there. That's right. So long and thanks for all the fists. Is that a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference where the dolphins were leaving? So long and thanks for all the fish. So long and thanks for all the fists, including the one under his beard. That's another one of my favorite Chuck Norris jokes. He doesn't have a chin under his beard. It's just another fist. Let's see. Did I catch everybody? Hopefully so. If I missed anyone, just put some bacon up in there. Oh, we got commies and not people. I see you there, sir. Oh, slash with the bacon. And anybody else that I may have missed, like I said, just put some bacon in there. That usually catches my attention. Or if you'd like to yell at me through a super chat, although it's not really yelling, Kitty's pretty chill. Kitty stays pretty chill. He'll zook out. He'll definitely zook out from time to time, especially with those elongated E's. But that'll get my attention as well. Support the channel as well as the artists that provide us with new and exclusive waifu pinups each and every week. There is a link pinned at the top of the live chat there. Thank you guys so much. We've had massive support already. You guys are, just blowing me away with the generosity. Massive support already. Thank you guys so much. And of course, that will go to fueling up the perpetual waifu machine tonight. So if you guys want to wrangle some waifus in the roundup, first, you got to make sure you keep your Wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition, but also stack up those meters because the waifus go whack for the stack. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We're going to continue on. Nothing's going to stop us each and every week. We are waging the war on woke. We're keeping those classic beauty standards alive, fighting back against the uglification of our glorious waifus here. They're always good. They're going to stay glorious on this channel. I can guarantee you that. Okay. So thank you guys so much. I see DeLorean. Is that how you say it? DeLorean123 says when Chuck met God, God kneeled. That was, little, maybe blasphemous a little bit, but still funny, okay? It's still a funny joke. So thank you, man. But yeah, so we're gonna be getting into it here. All the segments ready to go. And before we get into it, one last order of business. Let's hail the stream boss, T-Bone the Bard, with 45.5 hit points on the health bar already. That's a good health bar already, man. Already doing well. Brazzle.
Magnificent! Look at the size of that thing!
Proof that we are living in some kinda simulation. LOL.
True, right? The predictions, you mean? Yeah, definitely, man.
If you really want to be scared, watch Demolition Man. The predictions in that movie will keep you up all night in a state of unease if not fear. It's happened to me, it will happen to you.
Reverb 154 with a kind warning there, but trust me, I am very familiar with that movie. I've seen it countless times, and yes, like the further time goes on, the closer we get to that reality, which is very scary. Like how everybody was offended by everything. You can't even say certain things or you get fined. How real is that? No more physical contact because it's too, I can't take it. Yeah, that movie is crazy how they're predicting our future and we get closer to it every year. It's pretty wild, man. But I love that movie though. I love that movie. So, but thank you, Reverb 154. I appreciate you. And yeah, if you guys haven't seen it or maybe haven't seen it in a long time, yeah, go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. It will freak you out if you don't remember all the details in that movie, how similar it is, especially to a certain group, to a certain group that inhabits places like Twitter or nowadays Blue Sky. They can't handle things. So it's in there. And thank you, Brazzle, as well, man. Thank you for the dono from you as well. You guys are awesome. So let's finish hailing T-Bone, though. I did mention the mighty health bar, 45.5, but let's give an official hail right now. We need to get some pizza rolls raining, the waifu swanging. Thank you so much, T-Bone Tony. But don't relax just yet, okay? Keep your head on a swivel because you do have some other bacon ears hot on the trail for that Stream Boss title, okay? You might get super kicked out of there. You never know. So head on a swivel, buddy. All right? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We've got the Saturday morning preview for volume 145 coming up tomorrow, getting ever closer to volume 150. It was weird how, I think it was in the 120s or something, where I was like, man, it's just flying by. And then it slowed down a little bit. Like time started to feel, like every week I'm like, oh, well, we're still in the 30s. Like it's just like 132, 133. It's like, okay, maybe it's not going by quite as fast. But now here we are at 145, just 5 volumes away from 150, which is also going to be the 3-year anniversary of doing Saturday morning cartoons uninterrupted. Haven't missed a single Saturday in 3 years. And so, yeah, it's starting to fly by again, starting to go pretty fast. That's why I was saying earlier, you got to enjoy every moment, cherish it. OK, cherish every moment. Just enjoy it, because, yeah, it does. It goes by in the blink of an eye when you're not even paying attention. I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe time's not flying by so fast. Yeah, right. Here we are, 145 already. It's going to feel like 150 next week. It's going to feel like just a week went by the time we get there, I'm sure. Let's see. Carl Singh is in the chat. What's up, buddy? He says, hello, OB. Long time no see.
The Cobra La 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 law firm is sad at the loss of such a great foe in Mr. Norris, and disavow any knowledge of his journey into the vapor zone. Good luck in your next great adventure, Mr. Norris. Give that Dark Lord an uppercut for us.
Let's go. Thank you, Loki Thorson, Loki of Snake Mountain, as he's known in the super chat title there. And what you say that as if maybe the Cobra law firm knew something. Maybe they knew what was going on. What connection to the vapor zone do they have?
Hi, Chuck in you.
Okay, that's a good one, Painting and Rambling. Full circle. We brought a Baconeer meme in with Chuck Norris. Hi fucking ya! But it's hi chuckin' ya. Let's go. Thank you, Painting and Rambling. That was a good one. I like that. All right, so for volume 145 coming up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the usual time, we got another full 3-hour block for you. And like I said, this one is dedicated to Tavern's Pull. He is an OG Baconeer, okay? He's one of the longest standing Baconeers. I can't really remember exactly when he showed up, but it had to have been one of those first couple of Saturday morning volumes, because he's been here practically the whole time. Probably my most loyal soldier. Tavern's Pull, my most loyal soldier. All right, so yeah, to celebrate his birthday, we've got a lineup dedicated to him. We've got volume 150, as I mentioned. Not only will it be a 3-year anniversary and just another milestone number, 150, but also that's going to be a Baconeers members choice. So for those of you that are channel members over on Coffee, I want you guys to send me a couple of episode suggestions, and I'm going to pick from all the various ones and put that lineup together. But for Tavern's Pull's birthday, we just gave him the full reign of the lineup. So he's actually selected all the shows tomorrow morning. And you're going to see, he mentioned earlier, he's like, I swear, I didn't know. It's pure coincidence, I swear. But yeah, you're going to see that it's like, wow, this actually works as an homage to Chuck Norris too. Kind of crazy how that happens. You know, Tavern's Pull, do you know anything about the Cobra law firm? I was a little suspicious, that one that Loki Thorson just sent in. I'm starting to think maybe you're working with them. Are you in cahoots? Is there cahoots going on? What's going on here, man? But no, it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. A nice zooked out Saturday morning, as you've come to expect here on the Orbital station. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up. And I believe everything, with the exception of maybe one show, is all from the 90s. The last show of the lineup is early 2000s, but everything else is in the 90s. So almost like a 90s edition, which we haven't done those in a while. I used to do those like special edition lineups where it was all 80s cartoons, all 90s, or we had like the anime edition, you know? I haven't really done those in a while, because a lot of times I just take whatever the theme we had for channel surfing that week, and it usually inspires me to choose the shows for the lineup. But yeah, this one is almost like a 90s edition minus the last show. But yeah, it's good. He did very well picking all these shows. I think he even picked some of the commercials too. I mean, he went all out, man. It's like, it's your birthday, but you were putting the work in, man. But no, I appreciate it. It's an awesome lineup. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think tomorrow as we watch through and riff on it in the chat. It's going to be a good time. But let's see some of the shows that we got coming up for you. Starting off with Conan the Adventurer. That's right. We haven't seen this one in a while. And it's kind of funny that he chose it, because if he hadn't, I was going to do it anyway. We were going to get an episode of Conan tomorrow regardless, because before he mentioned it was his birthday and asked if he could supply the lineup, I was already thinking ahead, because I usually, like, basically as soon as I'm done with this week's Saturday morning, I'll already start thinking of next week. And I was thinking about Conan. So we were going to get an episode, maybe not this exact one, but we were going to get one tomorrow anyway. So that's pretty cool. So we're starting out with Conan the Adventurer. We get our waifu, Jasmine. She is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? She has a long lineage. Okay. The brunette, not blue-haired. We don't like those. Brunette, blue-eyed. There we go. Brunette, blue-eyed warrior waifu has a long lineage of descendants. Other brunette, blue-eyed waifus, warrior waifus, a lot of them, like Charlie Girl is in there. Selena from Street Fighter. Yeah, we got a lot. So yeah, she's like a legacy character. There you go. She's like a legacy waifu. Yeah, exactly. Legacy waifu. So we've got that starting up. And not only that, but this is right away, you're going to see what I'm talking about, that we're going to get an homage. Okay. We're going to get an homage to Chuck Norris, because I think that Jasmine was inspired. I think that, I don't know if she knew what was going to happen. Maybe they could use the star medal to see the future. I don't know. But she was certainly inspired by Chuck Norris, because in this episode, she wants to be ninja. She wants to be ninja. She wants to study the martial arts, the karate, and become ninja, just like Chuck Norris. So here we go. Let's check it out.
You know what? Maybe I too could be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop, chow down, take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja. I started training hard. I think I could go far. I am a natural. That's matter factual. I learned to chop real hard. I fight with credit card. I use my nunchucks, even while feeding ducks. I throw my ninja star, oh so very far. I do karate moves with a go-girl groove. I learn my ninja kicks while watching Netflix. I try to everything like on the big screen. And you guys, you know what? I might do it. I might be a ninja soon. I gonna be ninja. I gonna be ninja. I gonna chop chow down, take chow down to Chinatown. I gonna be ninja.
So Jasmine's gonna be ninja. Move over, Amber from G.I. Joe. We got a new ninja waifu here. Why, Gojira says, why does this fit so perfectly? It really does. It even had the ducks in there and the ninja stars. I mean, that's like her main weapon. So right away, I was like, oh yeah, if she's trying to be ninja in this episode, then you know we're going to have the ninja stars. But then the ducks are mentioned and they're in there too. So I'm like, holy shit, it's so perfect. It's so fucking perfect. So yeah, that's what we're starting off with, is an episode of Conan where Jasmine wants to be ninja. And it looks like she's doing pretty well, actually. You know, Amber, she had a little bit more trouble when she wanted to be ninja. She tried sneaking into the Cobra base, but she was too thick. Cake was detected, okay? We know a good waifu is always going to fail a stealth check, and Amber did gloriously. She ended up getting wrangled by Cobra. But Jasmine looks like she's actually pulling off the whole ninja thing pretty well. Pretty well, yeah. Yeah, nice shot right there too, right? It looks like she might not be able to pass a stealth check either. We'll see. We'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out. But yeah, so right off the bat, we've got an homage to Chuck Norris with Conan the Adventurer. Jasmine wants to be ninja. Okay, and you guys know, I mean, if you've been around for a while, you know I was going to use that song again, but it just fits so perfectly. How could you not love it? So yeah, great start to the morning already. Love Conan the Adventurer. Like I said, I would have put an episode. I don't know if I would have chosen this exact one. Maybe. I don't know. It's a good episode, but I just thought, yeah, I'll put Conan. But then Taverns Bull said, oh yeah, let's go with Conan. She looks like a good ninja, right, Taverns? Yeah, man, she looks like a good ninja. Yeah. So that's what we're starting out with. And then from there, it continues because the Chuck Norris homage, that is, continues because after that, we get Street Fighter. So we got Chun-Li, we got the World Warriors here doing some martial arts. Everybody was kung fu fighting here in Street Fighter. And this particular episode, if you recognize this frame right here, it's the one where Chun-Li wears the dress. It's kind of like how Rogue has the pose. Chun-Li has the dress, and this is that episode. And not only that, But Chun-Li, she's going for the Wrangle record. So if you notice the title of the stream, Chun-Li goes for the Wrangle record. She's going for it, okay? She's going for it. Now, will she obtain it and dethrone Lady J, our reigning Wrangle queen, pretty much the whole time? Once Lady J set the record, it has yet to be broken. Now, it's a little bit debatable. Some people say her record is 4, maybe 4.5. But that's still, and this is Lady J I'm talking about, that has the 4 Wrangles, 4 to 4.5, depending on who you ask. But that's still a good record, and no other waifu has been able to break that one. We've had some come close to tying it, but no one's been able to break it, getting wrangled that many times in a single episode. Richard Hooper says it's 5. Oh, that's right, we did. We went back and revisited that episode, and it was 5, wasn't it? Wow.
T-Bone wants to be ninja too. Python hides in the trees, spots waifus from behind the leaves as he looks. He's gonna wrangle waifus in his jungle of Zook. He's gonna rap them down, mesmerize into his eyes. T-Bone's gonna be Python ninja.
The Python Ninja T-Bone Tony getting ready to wrangle some waifus. Let's go. Gonna rap them down. Take them down to Pantsu Town. I don't know. But thank you, T-Bone Tony. I'm not as good as the lyrical super chats as you guys are, okay? I'll admit that right now. That's why I love when you guys send in lyrical super chats, because I'm like, how did you come up with this stuff? It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's not my gift. But thank you, T-Bone. So yeah, we've got Chun-Li wearing the dress, going for the Wrangle record here, and she starts out there, and this might be up for debate as well, much like the Lady J Wrangle record. But I mean, can you blame them? Can you blame those that are attempting to wrangle Chun-Li? Can you really blame them? Here you get a better look at the dress, as well as those thighs right there. Normally it's the cake that gets detected. You know, normally the stealth checks fail because of the cake. I think Chun-Li is maybe the only waifu, or one of few. There might be some others out there, but she's definitely the one whose thighs are actually going to trip the detectors. She's going to be failing stealth checks just due to her thighs, okay? They don't even get to that part. You know, when they scan up and they're looking, trying to detect the waifu for the stealth check, they don't even get to scan the cake because the thighs already set it off. So yeah, everything is thighs, just like Cammy said. Everything is thighs. That's right. So we've got Chun-Li in the dress showing off those thighs. Those thick thighs that save lives, by the way, okay? Thick thighs save lives, that's right. But they also get detected, okay? You're not going to be passing any stealth check anytime soon. But see, that's why I say, can you really, those that are trying to wrangle her in this episode, can you really blame them? Can you really blame them? But I'm curious, though. I'm going to see, you guys are basically the judges when it comes to these Wrangle records. So I want to see what you guys think, because the first one's a very brief wrangle, but I think it counts because Zangief, once she walks in wearing that dress, Zangief just goes right for it. He's just like, give me that.
That camera angle gives her elongated eyes.
No more. Well, I shouldn't say no more elongated E, because we still want the elongated E's. But yeah, that camera angle does kind of give her elongated eyes. There you go. There you go. Or does it? Or does it? Is it? Or maybe that's just that. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just how big they are. That's why I'm saying she's failing stealth checks, okay? Maybe it's not the camera angle. I think, if you ask me, those proportions are spot on, okay? That's accurate proportions.
When detected by Chun-Li, one must stop, drop, and roll under.
For your life, because thick thighs can save lives, but if you cross the waifu, then thick thighs could end lives. So you got to be careful. Stop, drop, and roll under there. But yeah, Zangief got one look at Chun-Li in the dress and said, I'll have a bit of that, and goes right in for the free hand wrangle. Okay, doesn't even try to use a wrangle device. I mean, he is a wrestler after all. He's known for wrestling bears, although I don't know if he's even the training of wrestling bears. I don't know if that's going to properly prepare him for Thunder Thighs Chun-Li over here. But he goes in for it. And I'm going to count that as a wrangle. Okay, and this is why I mean, you guys are the judges, so you get the final say. But I think this counts as a wrangle because she does get restrained here for a bit, but does free herself not too long after. He doesn't really get to hold on to her for too long. Might have been better if he used a wrangle device. This is why we talk about him so much, because there's a lot of different wrangle techniques and devices and stuff. And it goes a long way. It helps you out because, yeah, the freehand wrangle, that's one of the highest difficulty ratings on all wrangles. And, you know, when you got a waifu like Chun-Li, I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Tavern's Bull says, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. That counts. So that's one. Okay, that's one. Our next wrangle, and this is where Chun-Li, I think, becomes self-aware, saying, hold on a second. I just showed up wearing this dress and I'm already getting wrangled. Maybe I can go for the record. She's like thinking to herself, maybe I can dethrone Lady J and go for the record. But if there's only so many bad guys, you know, we got Zangief, we got Sagat and M. Bison. There's only so many. So if I'm going to break the record, might have to wrangle myself a little bit, you know. I don't know if it's cheating, okay? I'm telling you guys, we need the judges weighing in here, okay? Because yeah, she tries to wrangle herself, or at least I think she tries to make it look like an accident, but we know what's up. We know what's going on. She wrangled herself. I'll let you guys decide. Check this out.
Drat that stupid dress! I can't fight in it!
Look at that. Look at that. What a performance. What a performance. You're not fooling anybody. Okay? Look, it's just like over the, oh, drat. Even the way she says it. Oh, darn it. Dang it. The stupid dress wrangled me again. Oh, what am I to do? What am I to do? I think she wrangled herself. I think she's trying to break the record on purpose. But does it count, though? It's a self-wrangle. I think it still counts, though. Tavern's Pull says it counts. Isaac Nieder says it counts. I think chat's going to allow it. Uh-oh, Carl Singh says self-wrangle, that doesn't count. Oh, we have a discrepancy. We have a discrepancy here. Of course, a lot of people are just saying it's another J-Law moment. It's wrangled herself in her dress, just like a woman. It's another J-Law moment. It's the J-Law dress. Oh man, but this is why I wanted to get the chat's opinion. Okay, the judges here for the Wrangle record, because it's a little contested. You know, it's a little controversial. Is she wrangling herself? Was it on purpose? I feel it was maybe a little performative there. Master Godai, Mr. Two Scoops in the chat, he says, what a performance. What a performance. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So I think we'll count it for the time being, unless a lot of people start saying, hell no, that's a step too far. Look, she's obviously trying to pretend she's fainting like that. Oh, darn it, dang it, drat. The dress wrangled me. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Yeah, it's a self-wrangle. I think it counts. So that's wrangle number 2. But regardless of how you feel about the self-wrangle, this next one is a definite wrangle. In fact, I think she might have given the bad guys an idea. You know, the villains, they're watching this. They're watching her just flail about in the water. Notice how Zangief was there at the start of that clip. But then once she started flailing around all tangled up in her dress, he just stood by. Yeah, that would have been a perfect chance for him to go in and attack, maybe get another wrangle in there. But he's just watching. He's basically doing the eye emoji in the chat, you know? Zangief's just got the eyes popping out. He's just watching it happen. But the other villains that are hanging around, they're like, wait a minute, this gives me an idea. Let's give her an official wrangle next. And Sagat, he's got the orb, the return of the orb. That's right. Let's see. Now that's a wrangle. Now that right there, that's a wrangle. Like near perfect. Okay, he's got the magic vines coming up, getting her wrangled and tangled as he uses the Lochnar to summon these wrangling vines. But, you know, he saw the dress get wrapped around her leg, and he's like, let's see what this orb can do. Let's see what it can do. So yeah, he summoned some magical vines to get her wrangled and tangled. That's right. So that's a definite wrangle. Okay, that's a definite wrangle. So if we're counting all three of these, then she's one away, or I guess maybe, is it two away? Because Richard was saying, no, Lady J's record is actually 5. So I might be misremembering. I'm so used to thinking her record is 4, but I forget that we did go back, re-examine the footage, like the referees, they were huddled around the TV screen, examining the footage, trying to make a call on the play. But yeah, I think Lady J might have 5 wrangles, so maybe she's not quite as close to the record as we previously thought. But who knows? This might not be all the wrangling in the episode. T-Bone's got another visit from the Gyat Fairy for us.
T-Bone's gonna wrangle. In the fighting games waifus his coils will tangle. Tina from DOA, Talim in Soul Calibur, Cham Cham in Samurai Showdown. He's gonna rap them down, mesmermize her down to Clapping Town. T-Bone's gonna be Python Ninja.
Holy shit. T-Bone with the lyrical super chats right there. And T-Bone's just like flexing the lyrics at this point. He's like, oh, you tried to do some lyrics earlier? I got you. He's just flexing those lyrical skills right now. Thank you, T-Bone.
Orb in hand, Chun-Li I choose you, done wrong orb.
Yeah, I think he was trying to capture. I think he wanted a new Pokemon, right? The Waifumon. Gotta collect them all.
The brilliant star that shines through the night. The heavy hatchet that chops down trouble. Riseman stands before you.
Neo Star Productions with another stealth check announcing the arrival of Riseman. Thank you, Neo Star Productions. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, Brazzle, I wonder if Sagat was thinking, hey, is this a Pokeball? I'm about to get me a Waifumon. She's one of the rare ones, one of the legendary. She's one of the legendary Waifumon. There's only one in existence. I got to collect them all. But then it just ends up wrangling her up in vines. I mean, not necessarily a bad outcome if that was, if that was his goal. He still got her wrangled. Just didn't get her trapped in the Pokeball there. But yeah, you guys are cracking me up. But yeah, so we've got Chun-Li going for the wrangle record. I found 3 and this is like one scene. Okay. The record is over the course of the whole episode. This is just one scene where these 3 wrangles happen back to back to back. It's actually pretty crazy. So we got to see the full episode and see if she gets wrangled anymore, because if so, then yeah, she is giving Lady J a run for her money, might be taking over the wrangle title. But it's not just the villains who are after Chun-Li in this episode. We've got some heroes that are after her too, might be trying to wrangle her as well. So this is what I mean. You gotta check in for the whole episode, okay? Because the heroes are out to wrangle Chun-Li. I mean, she's basically like the rarest of all the Waifumon, apparently, because everybody's after her. So if you don't already recognize this episode from the dress, this next scene will definitely clue you in. The name of the episode is The Warrior King. That should sound familiar.
Got here just in time for some Chun-Li wrangling less than 3.
That's right, Neo Star. Just in time.
This is the chief. Right, got it.
T-Bone Tony, if you got a waifu stable to share, then you should do so. The newer Baconeers need to see and understand the glory of the waifu stable.
Thank you, Reverb154, putting a call into the chief to remind me that I need to bring back the stable reviews. Do you guys remember the waifu stable reviews? We haven't done those in a long time. So thank you, Reverb154, Big Dono right there, putting a call into the chief to remind me, hey, bring back those waifu stable reviews. We probably do have some new Baconeers in here that have not seen a waifu stable review yet. We used to do them all the time. And then I started getting distracted, just making memes and all this for the other segments. Kind of fell by the wayside a little bit there. But we're going to bring those back. In fact, I've had a couple people send me their waifu stables because I've mentioned this a few times on previous streams. So we're going to start bringing back the waifu stable review. And if you've sent one in previously and maybe it's been updated, or maybe you have subgenres or whatever you call it, you got your main stable, but there's some offshoots there for a particular team of waifus that fit a certain theme, feel free to send that in as well. Okay, feel free to send that one in as well. But especially if you've never sent in your waifu stable to be reviewed, then definitely send that in. We're going to bring that segment back. But yeah, people do, the newer Baconeers, they do need to know the glory of the waifu stables. And this is why we do the roundup every week, the waifu roundup, because we got new waifus, new and exclusive pinups from our talented artists for you to get in your stable. All right, got to get them in your stable. Michael Russell says, I can't remember if I sent mine. Well, you know what that sounds like to me? You just need to send it in again. You know, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I don't know. We did a bunch of them. Before, so it's kind of hard to keep straight everybody who already sent one in. But if you can't remember, and I can't either, then go ahead and send it in again. Maybe it's been updated. Okay, you know, sometimes those positions in the waifu stable, they rotate. You know, you might have your top 5 one day, and then, you know, a couple weeks later, you're like, well, we're gonna have to reorder this. There's a new waifu in town, and she's taking a spot in the top 5. So yeah, that and by the way, for anybody who's wondering, that's usually what we do for the waifu stables is your top 5 waifus. If you want to go 6, that's fine, or if you just have 4, that's fine. But we, you know, try not to go too overboard. The target number is 5. So yeah, we've got Chun-Li getting wrangled and tangled here in everybody's stable. But like I said, even the heroes are going after. It's not just the villains. These wrangle scenes were all, wrangle moments were all from one scene. But then the hero shows up, the Warrior King, and he's thinking about getting her in the stable too.
We're in luck. I just happen to have my inflatable waifu stable.
Purchased from Goldie Gold Industries, she has the inflatable hotel rooms and the newest item on the line. Very popular. It's selling out fast. Get yours while you can. The inflatable waifu stable. Thank you, Painting and Rambling, for that. All right, so let's check out how the hero. We've seen how the villains react to Chun-Li. Let's check out how the heroes react to Chun-Li.
Verily, I have never seen a woman with your gift for combat, or with your charm and beauty.
I can't believe it. We're in the middle of battle and you're hitting on me?
Yeah!
She's like, hold on. Whoa, buddy.
Remember the cheese loves you. EEEEEEEEEE.
Thank you, Swiss. Massive dono right there. He's zooking out like Conan.
No, man, he's just zooking out. He'll be okay.
Thank you so much, Wiss. One half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition right there trying to make their presence known as the tag team champions. Thank you so much for that massive dono. Yeah, perfect time too, right? Perfect timing. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. And yeah, so we've got the Warrior King here, and they're in the middle of battle, and he's like, "Oh, you know, you're pretty hot." And she's like, "Really? We're supposed to be fighting right now." And he's just like, "Yeah." He's like, "Get in my stable. Get in my stable."
Or with your charm and beauty.
I can't believe it. We're in the middle of battle and you're hitting on me?
Yeah!
So, yeah, Chun-Li might be getting wrangled more than just those 3 times. You never know. You never know. In fact, even though she looked a little, like, irritated right there, you know, she's a little, what are you doing? We're supposed to be fighting. He does win her over. He does win her over by the end of the episode, so she might be getting in his stable, okay?
You risked yourself to save that child.
A true warrior must always fight to protect the innocent.
You know, I get it.
Thank you, Soul Edge. Ticket to ride on the BOOGA train. And yeah, did you see? Look at the way Chun-Li's looking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think she might be getting in his stable. She seemed a little annoyed at first, but now he's starting to show the heroic side. Rather than just helping her fight the villains, you know, he's saving the innocents, showing the heroic side there. Yeah, giving her a little wink. Yeah, and she's splooshing. She's like, all right, go ahead. Take me to your stable.
To protect the innocent.
Sploosh. Let's go. So yeah, Chun-Li is going for the Wrangle record. And notice she winks back at him too. This is what I mean, okay? It wasn't just that one moment. She's winking back. She's ready. She's like, hey, you got a Pokeball on you? I know Sagat screwed up earlier. He was using the Lochnar. He thought it was a Pokeball. What about you, Warrior King? You got a Pokeball? You ready to collect them all there, buddy? Get in the stable. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Gerald Black says the pantsuit would drop, but I don't think she's wearing any. I don't think she is in that dress anyway. I don't know about like the regular costume because she has the stockings on and stuff. But yeah, man, she's ready to get wrangled. She just got pregnant. She just got pregnant from that exchange. So yeah, she's going for the Wrangle record. So this is a Chun-Li focused episode. And not only is everybody kung fu fighting, definitely another homage to Chuck Norris, but we also get Chun-Li going for the Wrangle record. So it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. We definitely need to tune in and find out if there are any other Wrangle moments in that episode, because if so, then Lady J, her record is definitely in jeopardy. All right. Now, as we continue through our journey through the 90s, this is vast majority 90s cartoons. It's only the last one that's from the early 2000s. Everything else is from the 90s. So as we continue on...
Yes, in fact, I have 2 Pokeballs.
Not 1, but 2. The Master Balls. I got the Master Balls. So, you know, they're guaranteed to work. Let's go. Thank you, Brazzle. Appreciate you. This is going to be like the new meta. We need Pokeballs to wrangle these waifus. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen that before as a wrangle method, like an actual Pokeball, or at least something that functions like an actual Pokeball. Surprised we haven't seen that.
T-Bone Python gonna wrangle, magical waifus his coils will drain energy dangle. Serena Sailor Moon, Zoe Tokyo Mew Mew, Miko Mido La Blue Girl. T-Bone's gonna rap them down, mesmermize her down to Clapping Town. T-Bone's gonna be Python Ninja.
Oh man, T-Bone cracking me up. Was some of that didn't even sound like English. I don't know.
Warriors, come out and play.
Warriors, come out to play. Yeah, where's he looking though? She's winking at him. He's not really looking at her eyes. I don't think that's eye contact. Master Godai pointed out in the chat, he's checking her cheeks. Hey, he's checking her cheeks. Yeah, I just noticed that. He's not really making eye contact there. She's winking, you know, she's trying to give the signal, the go ahead. Use your Master Ball, okay? And he's not even paying attention. He's checking her cheeks. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, we need to see if there are any other wrangle moments in this episode, man. Chun-Li is a top tier waifu. I don't blame any of these characters. So that's going to be a good one. Now, as we continue on in our journey through the 90s, we're going to one of our all-time top waifus. Speaking of top tier waifus, Chun-Li is definitely up there. But when it comes to the Orbital Station, we have certain waifus that are basically considered royalty, even though some waifus are royalty within their own universe in the show, like Princess Lana, for instance. But we have some that are considered royalty among the Orbital Station, regardless of their standing in the show. And the next one is definitely one of the first, if not the first, because she graced the cover of the first couple of Saturday morning volumes that I ever did, and immediately became a top-tier waifu and has remained as such. I'm talking about Hannah Dundee from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. And I know she wasn't everybody's cup of tea. In one of the recent episodes we watched, I saw some people in the chat saying, she seems kind of annoying. Why is she top waifu? But that might have just been a bad episode. And then a few weeks later after that, we got another one where I think she redeemed herself. Okay, I think she redeemed herself. She had some hilarious J-Law moments one of the most epic we've ever seen, rolling a Jeep over. She crashes, rolls it over after telling Jack, "Stupid, I'll show you, stupid," and then proceeds to have one of the biggest J-Law moments we've ever seen. Skeletor was just grinning ear to ear, if he has ears, or if he had them. He'd be grinning ear to ear because he knows he's about to rake it in with that J-Law claim. But we've got Hannah Dundee, another episode of Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, and we get what is basically, at least how I like to remember it, every Baconeer's introduction. This was our reaction. Every single Baconeer, I believe, had the same reaction as this guy when he first meets Hannah Dundee in tomorrow's episode.
And who's this fine-looking specimen?
Oh, this is Hannah Dundee, ambassador from Wassoon.
I'm in love.
I'm in love. I know I had that reaction. Wait, who's this? Who's that waifumon? We're not going to get away from that waifumon meme for a while, it seems like. But he basically, that's what he'd say. Who's that waifumon? And Jack's like, that's Hannah Dundee. Oh, I think I'm in love. I know I had that reaction. That was the first time seeing Hannah Dundee, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. That was my reaction too. So, I don't really blame him. Although she doesn't look too happy about it. I don't know. Maybe the guy needs to take lessons from the Warrior King in Street Fighter, or just get himself a Pokeball like Sagat was trying to use. Because, yeah, Hannah doesn't seem too pleased. I mean, she is, that's one of the things that we like about Hannah is maybe she can be a little annoying sometimes. She definitely has some J-Law moments, but she's loyal. Okay, she's loyal. She likes Jack, and nobody else is going to sway her from that, at least within the universe. Of course, on the station, get her in your stable, okay? But within the show, she's very loyal. So that's actually a plus in her favor. So yeah, she's not too happy. Not too happy to be oogled and ogled by this new guy on the block here, going, whoa, buddy, I think I'm in love. In fact, she tries to leave at one point in the Jeep. Hannah, no, not the Jeep again, Hannah, don't do it. This Jeep has become like its own main character. I love how this Jeep is practically a main character in the show now. I'll show you, stupid. I'll show you, stupid. Hannah, no, not the Jeep again. Not the Jeep. So yeah, she's ready. She's ready to escape and just J-Law it up all over the wasteland. So, yeah, we better hurry up and get her wrangled and tangled before more chaos ensues. Luckily, that's exactly what happens. She does end up getting wrangled and tangled. In fact, Jack even gets wrangled.
Stacked, aren't you?
T-Bone Python gonna get his mesmerizing on. Furry waifus. T-Bone has only one furry he wants to smash like a waifu mon. Crystal from Star Fox. T-Bone's gonna rap them down. Mesmermize her down to Clapping Town. T-Bone's gonna be Python Ninja.
T-Bone wants to be ninja. I gotta play that song again. T-Bone, like, the song gets stuck in my head by itself, like on its own. It's an earworm. But all these lyrical super chats referencing it just makes me want to hear it again, But yeah, luckily before Hannah can actually pull off another epic J-Law moment, she was going for it. She got in that Jeep, the famous Jeep. So we've got Rogue, who has the pose. Chun-Li has the dress. And Hannah has the Jeep. So she was going for it. The Jeep. Okay, that's like a main character now. The Jeep. She was going for it. But luckily, she ends up getting wrangled and tangled before she can roll it over again. She might get hurt. As funny as it is, the J-Law moments that she does are so just off the charts that I kind of fear for her safety. You know what I mean? So it's a good thing she ends up getting wrangled here. I don't know that she's going to be breaking any records. I don't think she even comes close to Lady J's record, but she does tend to get wrangled a lot. In fact, we saw that a few weeks ago. The last time we saw Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, it was the episode that basically redeemed Hannah. And any naysayer that was like, I don't know, she's kind of annoying, I think she redeemed herself in the last episode because she smuggled a gun in the cheeks, basically. she told Jack, hey, luckily I've got a gun, but it was like in the back of her waistband, and Jack was just staring at her cheeks. He's like, what? Did you say something? Something about a gun? I don't know. You'll have to, I lost you halfway through. You're going to have to repeat that. So she redeemed herself last time, and I think she's all right in this episode. I don't recall anything like really obnoxious or annoying. She tries to do a little bit of a J-Law moment, but gets detoured here as she gets wrangled, and otherwise is just fending off the advances of this new guy that's in this episode because she is loyal to Jack, which actually is a point in her favor. So definitely a top tier waifu. She still retains her status as waifu royalty here on board the Orbital station. Last but not least, as we finish off with the 90s shows, our final show of the morning is from the early 2000s. And this one, although we are very familiar with it, this particular episode, I know I have played it once before. I had to have, but hasn't been shown in a very, very long time. So some of you might be wondering, especially if you're newer Baconeers, some of you might be wondering where some of these memes come from. Like where, you know, like for instance, when we get the big $100 dono and we got the guitar waifu rocking out, where does the guitar waifu come from? Well, you're about to find out. If you didn't already know, you're about to find out. She's from a show that is near and dear to all of our hearts because you dig giant robots, I dig giant robots, and chicks dig giant robots. That's right. We are checking out Megas XLR, our final show for the morning, the episode with the Metal Maiden, the guitar waifu herself, the origin of the meme. Yeah, let's fucking go. We got the Metal Maiden. The whole band is here. Okay, the whole band is here. And not only that, like that alone would make the episode awesome. It's just like this one-off joke. It's not like a main central plot point or anything like that. It's just a little one-off joke. But by itself would make the episode worthwhile. But the whole rest of the episode is basically one giant parody on Transformers and like other giant mecha anime and things like that. So this is where we get Metal Maiden. So if you're new and you're not familiar with the meme, you're about to find out. And if you're a moldy oldie Baconeer, then this is just going to be a pleasant stroll down memory lane. All right, here we go.
Brave champion Zanzor.
Totally not Mazinger, okay? Zanzor, it's Zanzor, okay? He's totally not Mazinger, okay, guys? Totally not. And don't be distracted by the fact that Frank Welker and Peter Cullen voice in this episode too. It's definitely not Transformers, all right? These are all original characters. This is Megas XLR, OCs, Do Not Steal, okay? They are similar but legally distinct.
Of all who were sent on this final task, you alone have succeeded. You have brought the Defiler to face the Metal Maiden.
Metal Maiden? That doesn't sound too bad.
I love how Jamie just goes off into his own world. He's a Metal Maiden. He heard two words, Metal Maiden, and he's gone. He's gone. He is a true blue Baconeer. I know we make that joke a lot in some of these shows where it's like, hey, that guy's a Baconeer. Like the Warrior King, for instance, was checking Chun-Li's cheeks there. Like, hey, but Jamie really is, okay? In fact, just this one character has given us so many memes. Not only do we get the Metal Maiden here, but we also have the Green Skin Girls. That's him as well, okay? So if you had any doubt that he's a true blue Baconeer, he is one of us, then that should clue you in, because yeah, he loves it all. The Metal Maidens, you know, the rocker waifus. There was the episode where the parody of Gotcha Man and Princess, is it Swan, June, whatever name you know her by, the parody of that character, he was like hitting on her. and he loves his green skin girls.
Green skin girls! Green skin girls!
Loves his green skin girls. So yeah, if you were ever curious where some of these memes come from, in fact, a lot of them come from Megas XLR. A lot of our like moldy oldie memes that have been around for a while come from Megas XLR. So yeah, we've got a really good episode of this show tomorrow morning. It's going to be awesome, man. I love the rocker chick. And this is the main one, of course. She kind of looks like Slash from Guns N' Roses. But if you noticed, there were others like, let's see. Let me back up the clip here. Let's see if we can figure out who's who. So we got Slash from Guns N' Roses, the main waifu, the metal maiden herself. And then anybody know who this is meant to be? This one was kind of, I was like unsure. Yeah, Slashette. There you go. Does anybody know who this one is supposed to be? I don't know. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not referencing anyone. But I feel like each of these are meant to reference some well-known rocker. Yes, you did. You made the right choice, Taverns Bull. Very, very excellent lineup, sir. My hat's off to you. Very excellent. D. Snyder. Okay. That could maybe Axl Rose. Maybe. Yeah. All right. Let's check out. What about the drummer? Who's the drummer? That's a very particular look. Does anybody know who the drummer is supposed to be? They're all like big hair, 80s metal references. Can they defeat the Hex Girls in a battle of the bands? I don't know, but I'd pay to see it. Duo Maxwell, that's a great question. I don't know, but I would pay to see it. Okay. Van Halen? Def Leppard? Well, no, she's got both arms. Yeah, Taverns Bull says, well, she has both hands, so it's not Def Leppard. No. Yeah, maybe Van Halen. Yeah. The whole drummer. See, I don't remember, aside from, what's her name, Courtney Love, I don't really remember what the rest of the band whole looked like. Twisted Sister? Oh, shit, she does kind of look like a member of Twisted Sister. Yeah, that one's kind of tough. And then this last one, I feel like this one's kind of easy. This one's you got like, I know who it is, but I think you guys should be able to guess. This one I feel is pretty easy. Like the only one that was easier was the main girl, was Slash. But this one's pretty easy as well. I'm going to wait for somebody to say it. There you go. Taverns Bull, Prince of the Abyss. Yeah, Rob Halford. That's right. Michael Russum got it as well. I knew you guys would know. Yes, Judas Priest, Rob Halford. And it's kind of interesting because they're not necessarily playing the instruments that the counterpart played in the band. Like Rob Halford, he was the singer, you know, and she's just over there on the lead guitar. So it might be a little confusing, but same thing how Slash seemed, the waifu anyway, that was meant to be Slash, seemed like she was the front man or front waifu, front woman, whatever you want to call it. You know, so they kind of mixed them up a little bit, but the look, if you just go by the look, the way they're dressed, then I think that's what gives it away. So yeah, smoking hot waifu band. That's right, Gabriel Villegas. Regardless if we can figure out each and every reference, we got at least half. Okay, we got at least half of them, and I think those were some pretty good guesses on the other two. We probably got them. You know, somebody in there got them right amongst all those guesses. But even if we can't figure out every single one, it's still a smoking hot waifu band. Definitely. That's why we have them as the official waifu band here on the Orbital station, Metal Maiden. All right. They rock out every time we get a big dono, big $100 dono. They rock out. And that's where it comes from. So a great way to end the morning with Megas XLR, one of my favorite shows of all time, as well as one of my favorite shows to play as the last show in a Saturday morning lineup. I've done it several times before. So excellent choices from Taverns Bull. A big happy birthday to you. Birthday Baconeer right there. And yeah, man, you picked some really good stuff. And yeah, the Metal Maiden t-shirt. Yeah, we got merch. I actually have a Metal Maiden t-shirt featuring this waifu right here. Artwork by Master Krakken. It's awesome. I've got one too. I've actually got one too. I haven't bought every piece of merch that I've put out, but there are plenty that I did get, and that's one of them, man. I love it. It's so good. And of course, Master Krakken, shout out to him, man. He does excellent work. So yeah, it's going to be a good lineup. Needless to say, it's going to be a good lineup. This isn't even every single show. This is only about half of them that are in the lineup. The rest will be a surprise, but really good stuff. Shout out to Tavern's Pull again for his birthday, as well as a lot of these episodes like Conan and Street Fighter and a couple of the others that I didn't show you here that you'll find out tomorrow are an excellent homage to Chuck Norris as well. So that'll be at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the usual drill. I think you guys know by now. Full 3-hour block, 9 to noon Eastern, volume 145, inching ever closer to 150. We're getting there soon. So hopefully I'll see you guys there for that. Now let's talk about the Anime Grindhouse. Speaking of a zooked out lineup, this one is going full-blown zook. We've had some really good anime grindhouses lately. They've been really good. Like, I was worried for a little while. Like, I was even telling people in Discord, please don't stream any anime in here because I'm running out of options.
Of course, Lucy the belly dancer waifu, I wanna clap her down, take her down to Mesmermize Town. I have to go soon to IRL mate's place. Happy birthday Tavern's Pull, looking forward to Sat mornings that you chose for us.
Thank you, T-Bone. Appreciate that. Clever use of the clap emoji there to fill in the lyrics. And if you're heading out, man, you have a good rest of your day. It looks like you have a very good hold on the stream boss position right now. A mighty 72 hit points on the health bar. So be sure to catch, at the very least, the last bit of the stream on the replay. You can just like fast forward if you don't want to watch the whole thing. But just to make sure, because it's a good chance that you'll be stream boss by the end, okay? So be thinking about a waifu that you want to get the pinup treatment and revealed on a future Sterner Stuff lineup, because there's a good chance you'll be stream boss. But have a good rest of your day, and T-Bone, thank you so much. Massive generosity. Thank you for the support, buddy. All right, so Anime Grindhouse, like I was saying, for a while there, I was kind of getting nervous. I was going through so much stuff. You know, we've been doing the Anime Grindhouse for a while. It started up not too long after I started doing the Saturday morning cartoon lineups. And then once I went through the big ones, you know, like the movies and the series that are long enough where it can take up a whole volume or multiple volumes in some cases, then I started looking for like OVAs, things that were like little one-offs that might not be a full hour and a half or 2 hours, and would pair them up with other OVAs that were also not quite long enough to fill up a full grindhouse. And that's where the actual title Anime Grindhouse came from, because it's like, oh man, it's like going to the drive-in. You'd see a couple of slasher flicks or whatever, but it's with anime. You know, the only difference is it's with anime, but you're still getting a couple of things. They're obscure, they're bizarre, just like you would see at old grindhouse presentations. And that's why I named it the Anime Grindhouse. But after a while, I was like, oh man, I'm even starting to run out of these. You know, we went through all the big ones, all the obscure, like, what are we going to do? But then I started finding even more stuff, because there's a lot out there. And you guys have also helped me out. A lot of you guys will send in suggestions, or maybe you might ask like, well, hey, can I stream this in the Discord? And I'm like, you know what? Let me actually save that for the Grindhouse. So it kind of counts as a suggestion, you know, even if you're asking, I count it as a suggestion. So thanks to you guys and some further research that I did as well, found a lot more stuff. And so the Zook will continue to flow on the Anime Grindhouse. And we've had some really good ones lately, a lot of crazy stuff. Luna Varga was awesome. Last week we did the Phantom, what was it? Phantom Quest Corps. I think I called it Phantom Detective Corps last week. I don't know why. I don't know why I got the name wrong. It was Phantom Quest Corps. I remembered the premise. I got that right, and that was pretty zooked out. That was a lot of fun. But now we're going back to the old formula here, half and half. So we've got 2 OVAs for you tomorrow night at midnight, and just be ready, okay? Just be ready for absolute zook. If you thought Luna Varga was crazy, how she was able to summon a demon dinosaur and fuse her cake to the top of his head, I'm not even making a joke. That's literally what she did to control it. And he roared like Godzilla and had the not atomic breath so they didn't get sued, you know, similar but legally distinct Godzilla. If you thought that was crazy, or last week with the Phantom Quest Core, how she had lipstick that turned into a lightsaber and fought vampires with it, again, not making a joke, that's what actually happened. You know, this is going to take it to a whole new level. And these two OVAs that we have here for you, they're fairly obscure. I think some of you will probably have heard of them, but here's the thing. Even if you've never heard of them or never seen them, you have seen them, okay? Or at least a scene from each of them, all right? That's what they have in common, is that even if you've never heard of it or think you haven't seen it, you've seen it, okay? And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what we're talking about. So first up, we are going to be watching Download Devil's Circuit. That's the name of it, okay? It's an OVA, a one-off, about 45 minutes long. Download Devil's Circuit. It's been described as Akira meets Serial Experiments Lane. So I know you guys are probably familiar with Akira. Most of you should be familiar with Serial Experiments Lane. So knowing that's the description, is that it's Akira meets Serial Experiments Lane, you're already in for a zooked out time. Oh yeah, Daryl Walick says, oh, this is maximum zook. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. That this, get ready, okay? You thought the last few anime grindhouses were pretty zooked out. You ain't seen nothing yet, okay? It's fucking crazy. And if you haven't heard of this one or think that you haven't seen it, well, I think you have, because if you've ever seen this GIF right here, this one's been floating around. I know we've posted it a few times in the Discord. Everybody loves a good dance and waifu, right? And you're like, where is this from? Well, you're going to find out. This is from Download Devil's Circuit. So like I said, if you think you haven't seen it, you've at least seen part of it, okay? So that's where that GIF is from Download Devil's Circuit. And this one will be in Japanese. We're actually going to be doing half and half, okay? So we're going to please everybody. One of those rare instances. A lot of times they say you can't please all the people all the time. Well, we're going to do it this time, okay? Because the first OVA is in Japanese and the second is in English. So if you like Japanese with subtitles, you'll get that with Download Devil's Circuit. If you like a good cheesy English dub, I'm talking from the golden age, the late 80s, early 90s, golden age of cheesy English dubs, you're going to get that with the second OVA, which is Giant Robo Gaiden Genrei. It's a mouthful. A lot of G's in there. And this is another one where you're like, what the fuck is that? Giant Robo Gaiden Genrei? What the hell? I don't even know what you're saying. Is that English? Not really. A couple of those words are, but not really. And you might be thinking, I've never even heard of this. Oh, but you have. This is another one where you've seen it, part of it anyway, without knowing. And that would be this scene right here. Where was she keeping that thing? Hold on a second. Wait. Physics? Hello, physics? We have a question for you. Please hold. Is this the physics department? I need to talk to the head of the physics department. I need to talk to your manager, okay? Physics department. I need to talk to your manager. Something's not right here. Where was she keeping that thing? Okay, this is anime logic. Yes, Gabriel Villegas, exactly. This is anime logic. This particular scene right here has been memed to death. It's basically the encapsulation, the incarnation of anime logic. And so a lot of people have probably seen this scene out of context, having no idea what the fuck it is, but loving it nonetheless, because how can you not? She pulls a giant bazooka, and well, she is, well, hey, let's go.
Thank you, Chuck Norris. Rest in PEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEE
Piachi? Come on, kitty. Don't be zooking out.
She much have a tartus in her tits.
I understood that reference. Yeah, Doctor Who reference right there. Yeah, the TARDIS, it's a lot bigger on the inside than it seems on the outside. Yeah, she's got like a dimensional pocket in her yams. Okay, boobs of holding. We're going full like D&D tabletop RPG, the yams of holding. Okay, she's got a TARDIS in there. Something's going on. Okay, but yeah, like I said, you've probably seen this one meme to death, out of context, even if you didn't know what it was from. I'm sure you've seen it. Well, now you get to see the full thing. It's a 3-episode OVA. It has a couple other OVA series as well. It's one of those where it's like, they'll change the title a little bit, and it's meant to either be a prequel or a continuation, whatever it may be. But we're going with the 3-episode OVA Giant Robo Gaiden Genrei, particularly because it features this scene right here, in addition to a whole bunch of other Zook, okay? Don't get me wrong, it's not like it's just that scene and the rest of it's going to be a snooze fest. Au contraire, mon frere. It's going to be zooked out from start to finish. It's kind of a big parody anime, much like that episode of Megas XLR that we looked at a little bit ago. It's very much parodying the giant mecha genre of anime. So there's going to be references to all sorts of stuff. We're going to be laughing our asses off the entire time. Plus you get this, plus you get this. So it's going to be awesome. And already just this screenshot right here reminds me of Mighty Lady, something that T-Bone introduced me to. I don't know. I think he might have already headed out for the night, but if T-Bone, if you catch this on the replay, you have scarred me mentally with Mighty Lady, but in a good way. I love Mighty Lady now. I'm a fan, okay? And this kind of has those same vibes. This definitely has Mighty Lady vibes. So yeah, I don't know if they're trying to parry that. I don't know which one came first. Yes! 10 big Bison Bucks from Tavern's Bowl.
I hope everyone enjoys tomorrow morning's volume. It's not just my birthday but also my 1-year anniversary of sobriety off the Zook. If you know my love of Canadian jank shows, you'll know what to expect at one point in the volume. Thanks for all the wishes.
Thank you, Tavern's Poll, for the 10 big Bison Bucks, and congratulations on 1 year of sobriety, man. That's awesome. I actually had my 1 year mark back on the 10th. So almost 2 weeks. Oh, it's like a week and a half ago. I hit the 1 year mark of sobriety myself. So congratulations to you, sir. That is a well-fought battle. I know it's not easy, but you made it because you're made of sterner stuff. So I never had a doubt. So congratulations and happy birthday, man. Very happy for you. Like that's really awesome. That's really awesome. This is why I love the Baconeers. Everybody's supporting each other no matter what, whether you're having a birthday, struggling through something, whatever it may be, everybody's always real nice to each other. It's just the best fucking community on YouTube. I can't say it enough. You guys are really awesome. And all the support I'm seeing in the chat for Tavern's Pool, wishing him a happy birthday, congratulating him on the sobriety. You guys are just awesome. Okay. And so, yes, Tavern's Pool, you're the man. You're the man. All right. So let's go. We're going to have a great time tomorrow, like all day, all Saturday long. It's going to be awesome because we've got the Saturday morning cartoons, the anime grindhouse, and in between, I'm sure that we'll be continuing our Chuck Norris movie marathon. We started it earlier this afternoon in the OBTV Discord. We're actually going to be continuing it tonight after this stream is over. But there's so many TV shows, so many movies and stuff that he's done, that we've got more. And so we'll be continuing that tomorrow afternoon. So tomorrow is just going to be an awesome day. It's just going to be an awesome day. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. So yeah, Anime Grindhouse, unforeseen levels of Zook. I don't know that we've ever encountered this level of Zook, especially with 2 different OVAs back to back, both of them insanely zooked out with some really memorable scenes, some that you've probably seen before and didn't even realize that they were from these shows. And we're going to get to check those out tomorrow night. So that'll be at midnight Eastern Standard Time over on Bacon Bits. Okay, so you guys know the drill. The Anime Grindhouse typically takes place on Bacon Bits, the second channel. Every now and then we have to have it on the main channel because the processing was delayed that one time when we did the Kishin core, and we did it on the main channel. But unless there's any problems with processing, if there are, it'll just be here on the main channel. Don't worry, we're gonna have these OVAs on the Anime Grindhouse tomorrow, one way or another. But be sure to keep an eye out on Bacon Bits because that's where it is planned to show, and that'll be at midnight Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's talk about the Nostalgia Spotlight. I think you guys already know. If you showed up late and didn't catch the intro to the stream, I already mentioned what it would be, but you can probably figure it out even if you weren't here for that. R.I.P. Chuck Norris, a true legend, brought a whole lot of happiness throughout our childhoods. You know, he was putting out movies and stuff before a lot of us were even born. So a lot of us just grew up watching the martial arts movies, the janky TV shows. He even had a cartoon at one point. So shout out to Chuck Norris, RIP to a legend. We're going to celebrate all of the wonderful work that he's done in this Nostalgia Spotlight. That's right. He is the focus. He is the focus of this Nostalgia Spotlight. And you guys have been sending in clips, so we're going to take a look at that. If you'd like to send in a clip via Super Chat, now's the time to do it, but we've got quite a few already. If you can't think of a clip...
Norris was an amazing action hero, and he is missed by all. But I think what is most important was his faith. I think it's safe to say that he is in a much better place now. R.I.P. hero.
That's right, Retro Ryu. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for the dono. And yeah, I think he is in a better place now. He joined a new server. You know, he's doing all right. He's doing all right. So yeah, if you guys want to send in any clips that stand out in your mind as a favorite moment from any of his vast catalog of work, feel free to do so.
Start at 10:44 my contribution to the homage to Chuck Norris. His most epic battle against one of the most worthiest of foes.
Hopefully I am not going to double up on, because what you just described sounds like one of the clips I have. So hopefully we're not doubling up on it. If so, I'll just play a different segment of the fight, because I'm just going to play like the first minute on the clip that I have. But thank you, Tavern's Fool. I appreciate you. So yeah, if you guys can't think of any clips, or if you can't find a clip that the one that's in your head and you can't find it on YouTube, then send in your favorite Chuck Norris joke, because that's the thing. He's such a legend. Okay, he's such a mythological character that he had his own jokes, his own memes before the word meme was even used. Maybe Chuck Norris might be the first ever meme, because we were making jokes. For me, I was in middle school. Like, I don't know how old you guys were when you were passing around Chuck Norris jokes amongst all your friends, but for me, it was in middle school, and we would talk about things like Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups, he pushes the world down. That's a classic. I mentioned earlier about how he doesn't have a chin under his beard, it's just another fist, which I think Family Guy ended up referencing that particular Chuck Norris joke. And then one of my personal favorites, which I also think is kind of appropriate for his passing today, is that Chuck Norris makes onions cry. So, you know, like if you're feeling blue, you're feeling sad that he passed away, just, you know, don't shed a tear. Just know that Chuck Norris makes onions cry. So yeah, that was one of my favorites. I was like, holy shit, it's so good. There's so many, like countless. I know I have not heard them all. Yeah, I know that I have not heard them all. So if you guys would like to send in your favorite Chuck Norris joke, just type it out in the super chat. Kitty will read it out, because I think that would be an appropriate way to pay homage in addition to whatever clips that we have here to go through. So yeah, he had a great life. Yeah, he did a lot. He accomplished a lot. He's a cool dude, right? So Tavern's Full says Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer. The only problem is that Chuck Norris doesn't cry. No wonder. Oh man, no wonder. So let's check out some of these clips. I got just a few. Okay, I got a few here prepared. I don't want to go too crazy with them, because I'm worried that I'm going to double up on some of the ones you guys sent in. Hopefully not. Hopefully we got a nice variety here. But the first one is from one of the TV shows that he was in. So he did movies, he did TV shows, he even had a cartoon, which we'll check out here in a second. But the first one is from the TV show Delta Force, The Delta Force. And if you've never seen this, try to think It could be like Knight Rider with a motorcycle, but it could also be the first live action adaptation of G.I. Joe. Just unofficial. Obviously, they didn't call it G.I. Joe. It had no affiliation. But when you see this clip, you're going to realize, yeah, that was basically live action G.I. Joe before they made those stupid movies. I know there's been actual live action G.I. Joe movies, but they kind of sucked. So in my mind, my headcanon is that the Delta Force starring Chuck Norris was the original live action G.I. Joe. Here we go. It's not just one man on a motorcycle. It's Chuck Norris on a motorcycle with missiles. You guys are fucked. Yeah, let's go. Holy shit, it's so good. It's so good. Oh man. See what I mean? You know, he's got the motorcycle with missiles. Like, all it's missing is the lasers, the machine guns that fire lasers like they did in G.I. Joe. But that's what I mean. This is practically live action G.I. Joe. America! It's so good, man. I love it. He also had a cartoon series, Chuck Norris and the Karate Commandos. Commandos spelled with a K. So just like he was the first meme before memes were even a thing, he was also the first one to start spelling things with a K before Mortal Kombat. Good thing it's just Karate Commandos. It's not like the Karate Commando Corps, because they probably would have spelled that with a K too, and then there might have been some issues. I don't know. But we've got Chuck Norris, Karate Commando. I'm going to play the intro for you here.
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris, man of action.
I love how the announcer says his name twice. He's like, Chuck Norris. And then just in case you forgot, 5 seconds later, it's Chuck Norris, man of action. I mean, is there any other Chuck Norris out there? I don't think so. And I like how we're viewing him through a portal, you know, like from the game, like GLaDOS opened a portal for us to watch him do karate. But the mustache is not a lie. Okay, the mustache, the beard, it's not a lie.
Chuck Norris stars in Chuck Norris Karate Commandos.
How many times? Okay, hold on a second. How many times did he say Chuck Norris already? There was one.
Chuck Norris.
Okay, that's one.
Chuck Norris.
Two.
Man of action. Chuck Norris.
Three.
Stars in Chuck Norris.
Four. Chuck Norris stars in Chuck Norris 4 times. What are we? 15 seconds in. We're 15 seconds into the intro, and they've said his name 4 times.
Karate Commandos. Chuck Norris.
5. 20 seconds. 20 seconds in, they said his name 5 times.
He's got nerves of steel and strength to match.
He's going to say it again. I just know it.
Chuck Norris with
Dude, don't make a drinking game out of this. Don't do it. I see Isaac Nieder say, it's a drinking game. Don't do it, man. You're going to be dead before the episode starts, okay? We're what? 35 seconds into the intro. And he said it 6 times. Don't make a drinking game out of it. You won't even see the first part of the actual episode.
his team, Pepper.
It's too dangerous, Chuck. Wow.
Too much.
Too much.
Kimo, the samurai warrior. Reed, Chuck's teenage apprentice. Tabe, a sumo champion. With Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, starring in Chuck Norris with Chuck Norris. That's 7, by the way. And that's not counting the times they just said Chuck. Okay, I'm trying to be lenient here. and not count when they say Chuck. So saying the full name, 7 now. We're still in the intro.
They battle the sinister forces of the Claw.
Remember this.
And the ruthless Super Ninja.
The Super Ninja? Oh, shit. Regular ninjas beware. We have the Super Ninja. Somehow his hair is outside of his mask. He's wearing a wig on top of his mask there.
Finish Norris. Chuck Norris.
There's 8. There's 8. Holy shit.
Stars in Chuck Norris.
9. Chuck Norris stars in Chuck Norris. 9. 9 times they say his name in a minute.
Karate Commandos.
It would be so awesome if, as it's fading out one last time, the announcer's just like, Chuck Norris. Oh, we almost hit double digits. We almost hit double digits there. No, don't take a shot. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're going to have to call you an ambulance. Just don't do it. They say his full name 9 times in a 60-second intro. That's insane, but it's also awesome. Only Chuck Norris is worthy of that, of having his name said 9 times in a 60-second intro. Somebody needs to like edit. I probably should have done it. I don't know, but I think it was funny enough as is. But you could just edit it together where it's like Chuck Norris starring Chuck Norris with Chuck Norris in Chuck Norris. Let's go. All right. And then last but certainly not least, the most epic showdown he ever had from one of my favorite movies that he's ever been in, Way of the Dragon, also known as Return of the Dragon, but I'm going with the original name, The Way of the Dragon, where he fought another legend who was gone too soon, Bruce Lee. So let's check a bit of this out. I won't be able to play the full fight, obviously, copyright reasons, but we can at least check out the first minute here. And by the way, for anybody who's wondering, this is the movie we're watching tonight at midnight. If you guys are wondering what's tonight's midnight movie, it'll be in the OBTV Discord. Way of the Dragon starring Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris with Chuck Norris. Special guest appearance by Kitty as the ring announcer. He's actually ringing the bell. All right, I bet you weren't expecting that. A little cameo from Kitty. He serves as the fight bell to signal the start of the combat here. Kitty has spoken. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He just knocked Bruce Lee on his ass. Kitty says, let's have a clean fight. Let's have a fair fight here. Chuck Norris finds you amusing, Bruce Lee. Oh, no, not the chest hair. Not the chest. Did Bruce Lee just discover his weakness? Is this like the Achilles heel for Chuck Norris? Grabbing a fistful of chest hair? Let's find out. If he rips a patch off and leaves a bald spot, then we'll know that's his weak spot. He had a clump. I'm pretty sure you guys can see this. Hopefully it's in like high enough definition, but you can see there's an actual clump of hair in between his fingers there. But look, wait a minute. His chest is unscathed. Bruce Lee ripped an entire patch of hair off his chest, and the only thing beneath it was more hair. See, if he had actually ripped the hair all the way, then he probably would have just found another fist under there. It's much like his beard, because this was before he had the beard. He doesn't even have the mustache in this one. So all the power resides in his chest hair. So had Bruce Lee actually pulled off enough hair to be, you know, down to the skin, another fist would have just popped out and smacked him. So yeah. This movie's awesome though. I mean, obviously it's Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. How can it not be? But this is like one of my favorite Bruce Lee movies, one of my favorite Chuck Norris movies. So this is our midnight movie tonight. So after this stream is over, head over to the OBTV Discord. If you're not already in there, let me know. I'll post a link in the chat for you guys. And at midnight Eastern Standard Time, which is usually about 20 or 30 minutes after this stream ends, that way you got time to go get some snacks or some Zook or whatever you need. We're going to be starting this movie up, continuing our Chuck Norris movie marathon. And then, as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow afternoon, after the morning cartoons are done, we will resume our Chuck Norris movie marathon. There's not just movies, there might be some shows and stuff in there too, but you get what I'm saying. It's Chuck Norris starring Chuck Norris with Chuck Norris in a Chuck Norris marathon, okay? It's going to be fucking awesome. All right? So let's check out some of the clips that you guys have sent in here. Let's see what we've got. Let's see. It's going to be, how far down do I need to go? Because we were getting them like from the get-go. Like right away, we were starting to get some clips in here. What day is, where did these come from? Oh, that's from Wednesday. Okay. Wow. Like every super chat has a link in it. And it's spilling over from the channel surfing one. All right. I believe the first one is from Duo Maxwell. And he says, angels cried out in a saddened chorus. Back up to the heavens ascended Chuck Norris. Press F in the chat for the legendary Karate Commando. Let's go. All right. Let's see the clip here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I think he had a timestamp. My bad. It was, 2 minutes. Let me get that queued up real quick. 2 minutes in. Here we go.
Angels sang out in immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris, who delivered a kick which could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones, who fell over on the ground, writhing in pain as Batman changed back into Bruce.
Why is Batman transforming like Kamen Rider Decade? What, I saw like Undertale characters, or what is this video? It's got references on top of references. Batman with the DK driver? What the hell?
But Chuck saw through his clever disguise, and it crushed Batman's head in between his thighs.
Oh shit! Well, we did say earlier we were talking about Chun-Li ending lives with her thick thighs. I didn't know Chuck Norris could do that too, but it also doesn't surprise me at the same time.
Then get off the gray and get off the white, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight, Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie, and Cowboy Curtis and John May the Genie, Robocop the Terminator, Captain Kirk and Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan, Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan all came out of...
That's what it took. All right. I don't know if you're following along with the lyrics here, but it took all of those characters just listed there, all the Power Rangers, RoboCop, and the Blue Meanie, to take down Chuck Norris. And I don't think they even win in the end. I think it was like Mr. Rogers that wins at the end of that video. It's a long video. It's like 10 minutes, so we can't go through the whole thing. But thank you, Duo Maxwell. I appreciate that, man. That's a good start. It's a good start to our homage here. Let's see. What else do we have? I got to scroll through. Not all of these have links. Okay, Nakama Forever, I believe, is up next. No description, just a link. So let's see what he's got for us. Chuck Norris versus Steven Seagal? Is this real? Kind of looks like Photoshop. It's like the ultimate what if battle. They're at the Wagon Wheel dojo. Yeah, this is this is fan made. It's actually not that bad. You know, I prefer this over AI. I prefer this janky Photoshop over AI. Yeah! Yeah, kick his ass. Oh, and he takes time to sip a beer.
The best you got, boy.
Fuck yeah, that's exactly how that fight would go too. Chuck would beat the shit out of him and sip a beer mid-fight. Holy shit, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Nakama Forever, for that one. These are great. These are fucking great. All right, Soul Edge is up next.
My introduction to Chuck Norris. His eyes are upon us Baconeers as we watch.
Thank you, Neo 007, with a Chuck Norris clip for us. Thank you so much. Soul Edge is up next. No description on this one either, so let's just see what he's got.
You're messing with the wrong guy.
We're up to 1 million hits. Sweet. Who is it?
Chuck Norris.
Yeah, right.
I've never seen that. How have I never seen that commercial? What the hell? How have I never seen that? That was an actual Mountain Dew commercial. Like, that's real. That's real. That's justice. Hell yeah. That was an actual Mountain Dew commercial. How have I never seen that before? That was amazing. Oh, yeah. I'm putting that in the next Saturday morning lineup. Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed. I wish I had known of that one. I would have put it in tomorrow's lineup. My goodness. That was amazing. Let's see. We do have a couple of jokes that were sent in earlier. I'll read them again just because they were pretty funny. Chuck Norris, this one's from Prince of the Abyss. Chuck Norris understood the ending to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Simple, but perfect. Let's see. We've got from Reverb 154. He says, Chuck Norris didn't die. He just got around to finishing off the Grim Reaper and stole his cloak. Now, Chuck Reaper is poised to harvest the soy boys and bring balance to the world from the other side. Holy shit. Oh, man. See what I mean? Like, even if you don't have clips, just send in jokes. It's all awesome. You can't really go wrong with Chuck Norris related content. Okay. You can't really go wrong. I mean, even the Mountain Dew commercial was epic. Okay. Michael Russum has one for us. He just says RIP Chuck Norris. He was awesome. Let's see what clip he's got for us. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, cameraman, move. Get out of the way. You are at crotch level to Chuck Norris, and even the soundtrack is syncing up with his footsteps. Can't you hear the drums? Get out of the way. Were those even drums, or were those just the master balls? With every step, the master balls were making those drum beat sounds. Doom, doom. That's true essence of Chuck Norris right there. This is also from Way of the Dragon, if you didn't already recognize it. Now, I don't know. I don't think this is like an actual trailer. It looks like a full clip, so I don't know that we can play the whole thing. Let me skip around a bit. But yes, this is the movie we'll be watching tonight. Dum, 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 dum. I feel like every time he's walking, those drums should be going off. Dum, dum, when he sits.
He will be the one who will personally take care of that Tanglong.
Yes, boss. Who can do karate better than Japanese?
We're gonna watch the dub. We're gonna watch. I have it on DVD, so I was wondering. I'm like, should we go with the original language or should we go with the dub? This seals it. This just that. Who can do karate better than Japanese? We're watching the dub. We're watching the dub. Yeah, the dub makes it even more epic. He's like inviting him to his doom. He's like, please, welcome to die. You just got your ass kicked by a dude in bell bottoms. Give it up. Give it up. Even in bell bottoms, Chuck Norris is a badass. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Michael Russum. Oh man, I can't wait to watch that with you guys. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be awesome. All right. Next up is from Crossfire. And let's see. He says, "You're beginning to irritate me," is a quote from Chuck Norris. And I'm assuming the attached clip will be containing that quote. Let's see.
Nothing, I only do what it tells me to. What the hell's going on?
If you come back in here, I'm gonna hit you with so many rights, you're gonna beg for a left.
Oh, yeah?
I wanna know what's coming down next.
What are you gonna do now, tough guy?
You're beginning to irritate me.
He's like, all you're doing is annoying me. That is the essence of badass right there. He's like, listen, I'm going to hit you with so many rights, you're going to beg for a left. What do you got? He brings in this chonky boy right here. Okay. It's not janky boy. It's chonky boy. And all he says is, you're getting on my nerves. You're beginning to irritate me. Holy shit, man. He's so badass.
Not even Kakarot Son Goku and Prince Vegeta combined can take on the universal power of Chuck Norris.
That's right. That's right, Duo Maxwell. Thank you for the clip, brother. All right, let's see. Up next is from Jason Long. And does he have a description? He says, R.I.P. Chuck Norris. Okay. Let's check this out. Oh, more Delta Force. Let's go. I love this. I love this. Don't touch Junkie Boy.
They're shooting at us.
Yeah. It's so awesome. Like the motorcycle is kind of cheesy on its own. It's basically like a dirt bike and they put like missiles and apparently machine guns on it. But the fact that it's Chuck Norris riding it, it just ascends the awesome levels to the stratosphere. And again, live action G.I. Joe before there was one. Oh shit. Let's go. G.I. Joe. Let's go. Oh man, Delta Force is so amazing. If you guys have never seen it, you have to see the Delta Force. It's so good. Thank you, Jason Log, for that one. All right. Let's see. Did we get any others on this page? I think that's it for this page. Let me go back. That was actually on the second page. Let's see. I'm sure we've got more. I know we do. If not, there's some recent ones that came in. Oh, here we go. We got one from Kenzo's Creations, who said, "Thank you, Chuck Norris. Rest in P-E-E elongated E's." There we go. Let's see what you got, Kenzo.
And it looks like they've come to a decision. Joe's needs 2 yes votes to play. There's 1 thumbs up. Good news for Joe's.
Oh, please.
Let's see how our second judge votes.
Thank you for the set.
Oh, tough sledding there. It's all even. Their fate hangs on the thumb of our final judge. Thumbs up! Average Joes can play!
This big poppycock! You can let them do that?
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
Thank you, Peter.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's crazy. I for some reason, completely forgot this was from the Dodgeball movie. Like, I've seen that thumbs up so many times. I never put 2 and 2 together. It was from Dodgeball. That's awesome, man. Thank you, Kenzo's Creations. Great scene right there. All right. Retro Ryu is up next. And he says, Chuck Norris was an amazing action hero, and he is missed by all. But I think what is most important was his faith. I think it's safe to say that he is in a much better place now. R.I.P. to our hero. Thank you. Thank you, Retro Ryu. Very heartfelt super chat right there. Let's see what clip you got for us.
When did you first feel the calling of the Lord to you that you need to make him the number 1 in your life? And then, Gene, I'm going to ask you the same question.
Well, I was very fortunate that I had a mother who kept me very close to the Lord in my younger days, and she's still the apple of my eye next to my wife here. My mother still is a very special person in my life, and
Thunder!
Unfortunately,
Thunder! Thunder! Thundercats!
The pimps of the station dip their hats to the greatest of them all. Rest to Chuck Norris.
Thank you, Chester Stevens. The other half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition, the tag team champions, have indeed made their presence known. Thank you for that big dono right there. Thundercake. Ho! Let's go. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's check out the rest of this clip. I have not seen this interview before. This one is actually new to me.
in periods of my life, I did drift from the Lord. But the Lord never drifted from me. He stayed with me the whole time.
That's right, Chuck. It happens to the best of us, brother.
Amen.
And yes, and I just praise God for that. And I actually, when I met my beautiful wife here, you know, I was kind of living the Hollywood lifestyle. And one morning I visited with her, and she went in there and she was reading the Bible. And I go, what are you doing? She says, I read the Bible every morning. I said, oh, really? She says, why don't you sit down here and read it with me? And that was the beginning of me coming back to the Lord.
To our parents.
Man, that's so wholesome. That is so wholesome. Wow. Wow. You know, that's the love of a good woman. You know, it's invaluable. It's priceless. It's a treasure beyond compare. The love of a good woman. A godly woman. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. It's so wholesome. I love that. Thank you. That was what? Wait, why did the window just close? Hold on one second. Accidentally closed the tab with all the super chats. 1 second, guys. But thank you. That was amazing. All right, that was, I believe, Retro Ryu. Let me just make sure. Yes, that was Retro Ryu. Thank you for that one. Good, sir. Tavern's Pull is up next, and he says, my contribution to the homage to Chuck Norris, his most epic battle against one of the most worthiest of foes. Start at 10:44. All right, let me get this queued up here. Oh, 10:54. Okay, 10:54. Okay. Oh, shit. I saw this earlier. Somebody posted it in the Discord, and I was tempted. I was like, should I play this as like one of the clips? But I already had clips in mind. So I'm glad I didn't. This is going to be awesome. Here we go. We got a death battle.
We'll return to Delta Force right after these messages.
Shout out Delta Force. Let's go. Gabriel Villegas says Chuck Norris can slam revolving doors. Oh shit, it's Segata Sanshiro, Segata Sanshiro. He's basically the Japanese Chuck Norris. That's what Segata Sanshiro is. He's the Japanese Chuck Norris. He was the original Kamen Rider, like all the way back in the 70s. The first Kamen Rider Ichigo, the first. He was the original Kamen Rider. Obviously, Segata Sanshiro here in the Sega Saturn ads. He's been in a bunch of other stuff. He is basically Japanese Chuck Norris.
Shoot! Sega-Saturn, shoot! Sega-Saturn, shoot! Sega-Saturn, shoot!
Oh shit! He threw a Sega Saturn at him, but Chuck Norris isn't phased.
Boy! Ha!
Each punch that lands shakes the very heavens. The way Segata Sanshiro just takes the machine gun fire to the chest like nothing. Fucking amazing.
If you come back in here, I'm gonna hit you with so many rights, you're gonna beg for a laugh.
Hey, we know where that line came from. Holy shit. It's a good thing the way the order of these clips came in. We know where that line came from now. Segata Sanshiro, you're beginning to irritate me. Mount Fuji. Yo, let's go. I don't think we can play the whole thing. For one, it's kind of a long clip, and I think that Death Battle actually copyright claims their stuff, so I don't want the stream to get interrupted. But yeah, that's pretty epic. You can find the full episode on the Death Battle channel. Should I fast forward to the end? You guys just want to see who wins in the end? I mean, I'm sure it's going to be Chuck. You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll fast forward to the end here. Did he just throw the entire solar system at him? What the fuck? They broke reality. They broke reality. They became a constellation. Wait, what? Is it a draw? It kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Like I was saying before, Segata is, he's basically the Chuck Norris of Japan. So it kind of makes sense. But yeah, apparently Chuck Norris threw the entire solar system at him, thus opening up a black hole. And they became immortalized as a stellar constellation. That's pretty cool. All right. Neo 007 is up next. He says, my introduction to Chuck Norris. His eyes are upon us, bacon ears, as we watch this. Let's go. Let's see what you got.
In the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. 'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. Texas, look behind you, because that's where the Rangers gonna be.
Walker, Texas Wrangler. Let's go. That is a catchy song. It's short but sweet. That's a good one. Thank you, Neo007. All right. Duo Maxwell has one more clip for us here. It says, not even Kakarot, aka Goku, and Prince Vegeta combined can take on the universal power of Chuck Norris. Well, I mean, he fought to a standstill with Segata Sanshiro, so yeah, I don't think Goku and Vegeta stand a chance. But let's check it out.
So this is him, Chuck Norris, the strongest human on Earth.
He doesn't look like much.
I heard that.
How? I whispered that in my mind.
I heard that too.
Yo, Chuck, are you as strong as they say?
I'll put it this way for you. I'm the only one that can see John Cena.
That's impossible.
Well, if you're so strong, how many push-ups can you do?
All of them.
What? That's not even a number.
Numbers fear me.
Okay, how fast can you run?
I don't run. The earth moves under me.
Kakarot. He might actually be stronger than Jiren.
All right, last question. What's your power level?
Yes.
What?
It's like a bunch of Chuck Norris jokes come to life with Dragon Ball characters. This is fucking hilarious. How many push-ups can you do? All of them. I have to use that. I'm gonna steal that one. How many push-ups can you do? All of them. What's your power level? Yes.
What?
You heard me.
He's the real deal.
You're definitely strong. Fight me.
Bring it on.
Prepare yourself, human. Kakarot, do not hold back.
Did he just catch one of my...
No! Oh, they fell into his trap. Chuck Norris just activated his trap card.
Punches with his butt cheeks.
This is it's so ridiculous. I kind of love it. There's some good quotes in there though. Thank you, Duo Maxwell. Holy shit, man. Those are some great clips, man. You guys, and even some good Chuck Norris jokes in there as well. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Thank you for those. Excellent stuff right there. Excellent stuff. All right. Let's talk about channel surfing coming up on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think this thumbnail image right here makes it pretty obvious. Just like we did superheroes on Wednesday of this week, because I was looking back through some of the themes and I was thinking to myself, have we done superheroes? And when I look back, it was like over a year ago. It was like over a year ago. And all we focused on were commercials. So I was like, hey, let's do actual superhero clips, like anything. Anything like, movies, TV shows, commercials, video games, whatever. And it was a really good time. We had a lot of fun on Wednesday's channel surfing. It was awesome. Neostar, yeah, man, you missed Superhero Night. And I'm surprised we didn't get any Kamen Rider or Riser Man for that instance. But yeah, we didn't get any. So don't worry, we will definitely revisit that one in the future, because I keep calling it sequel season. And that's kind of what we're doing. A couple of the shows in Saturday morning are reruns and or sequels, depending on how you want to look at it. And some of these channel surfing themes are also sequels and or reruns. And so we've done wrestling before, but again, focusing largely on just the commercials. Didn't really go all in and check out, greatest WrestleMania moments or maybe some Scott Steiner promos or whatever. So I thought, hey, let's bring back another wrestling themed channel surfing. It's been about a year since we did the last one, and I think we just scratched the surface last time. So we got a lot more to go. So that's what is going to be our theme for this week's channel surfing coming up on Wednesday is wrestling. Really anything, commercials. If you have a favorite clip, parts of a match. I mean, obviously we won't be able to watch a full match or anything, but we can have a favorite moment from a match, a promo. I'm going to be bringing some Scott Steiner promos. Steiner Mania is going to be running wild. As far, well, oh wait, I haven't been bringing clips lately because it makes the show run too long. Well, we'll just leave it up to you guys then, okay? We'll leave it up to you guys. Hopefully you guys will bring some Scott Steiner promos. But regardless, whatever you want, it can be, you know, any federation, if it's WWE or F, I still call it WWF, I don't care. WCW, Lucha Underground, AEW, EC Dub, whatever. We could even, you know, if you want to get real clever and think outside the bun, you could do a little SM dub, some Saturday morning waifu mania in there as well. So anything that, you know, video games, there's a ton of wrestling video games out there. A lot of funny commercials for the wrestling video games as well. But wrestlers have also appeared in a lot of stuff, not just commercials. They've made cameos in a bunch of TV shows. I believe Sabrina the Teenage Witch had the Ass Man, Mr. Ass, Billy Gunn. He was in there. I'm pretty sure Vader showed up at one point. There's Thunder in Paradise with Hulk Hogan. I think Baywatch had like Ric Flair and Sting or something. I can't remember, but yeah, there's so many. So whether it's an official clip from one of the feds or if it's from a cameo in a show or a movie. There was a movie about wrestling, like some documentary style ones like Beyond the Mat. Then there was Ready to Rumble, which is basically just a movie about making fun of wrestling fans. So I don't know if you want to show that one, but there's a lot of good stuff. Okay. Like I said, we only scratched the surface the last time that we did a wrestling themed channel surfing. So that's what we're going to do for Wednesday. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm really looking forward to that. Okay. Get ready to rumble. Okay. It's going to be a good time. All right. And so last but certainly not least, in fact, I believe it is now time for everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. So hopefully you've got your Wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition, ready to get some waifus into your stable, because we got some waifus to unlock, and we got some really good stuff here. A lot of the new stuff from Master Krakken, as well as one or two from Otacat as well. So let's head to the front of the ship and let's see, go to the bow. Here we go to the front of the ship, and let's see how many meters we filled up, how many waifus we're gonna be wrangling. Hit the music. Let's go. Oh, we're off to a good start. It's moving at a good pace. We got one waifu unlocked. Let's go. We got two waifus unlocked. It's still moving at a good pace. I like that. 3 waifus. Oh shit. Let's go. It's still going. Slowing down a little bit. Oh shit. Sliver Country. We can't stop here. This is Sliver Country. We got 3 waifus unlocked, ready to go. Just barely, just Sliver Country. Almost a 4. So close. But hey, who knows? We might be able to hit it. Stand up. Be counted. Can we hit it? Let's go. Let's see if we can get that 4th waifu. But in the meantime, let's check out the 3 that we already unlocked. First up, from Master Krakken, this waifu comes with kitty in tow, by the tail. Catch a kitty by the tail. What is going on? And this is an appropriate waifu as far as it matches with one of the shows that we got tomorrow. Even though the episode focuses mostly on Chun-Li, there is another waifu from that same show that is very much a top waifu. In fact, we were quoting her as we were talking about Chun-Li. So let's see if you guys can guess who this waifu is, or at the very least, who this waifu is dressed as. It's going to be a little bit of a swerve, okay? A little bit of a swerve. I'll let you know right now. You guys got it. It's Cammy, but not really. Is it really Cammy? Who's the waifu? This part should be easy. You got the difficult part. You guessed it was Cammy. That's the difficult part. The easy part should be guessing who's the waifu dressed as Cammy, okay? She's been showing up a lot lately, cosplaying as various Saturday morning waifus, and that trend continues here with the Cammy cosplay. But who is it? Who's dressed as Cammy? Who's the waifu that we've been seeing almost every week? In fact, I think it has been every week. We've been seeing this waifu who loves to cosplay in the anime that she's from, but she loves doing these Saturday morning waifu cosplay. There you guys go. That's right. It's Kamugi. We've got Nurse Witch Kamugi dressed up as Cammy. I love how she's got the tights on that replace Cammy's sort of like camo pattern on her legs with stuff that was on her tights in the anime. So if you guys remember, Nurse Witch Kamugi had like stars and hearts and even band-aids for whatever reason, I guess because she's a nurse, on her stockings. So instead of the camo pattern, we've got her Nurse Witch pattern, and then she's rocking the Cammy outfit. The cake is detected. Little loose on the top there, little loose, not quite filling out the top. That's okay. Petite waifus exist even in real life. All right, they need love too. So even if she's not quite filling out the top, she's definitely filling out the rest of it there. And Kitty is in tow. He doesn't look too happy. I don't know. I would think Kitty would be happy to hang out with the waifu, but maybe he doesn't like being dangled. Okay, normally the waifus get wrangled and dangled. Kitty doesn't like being dangled by the tail. I think that's what it is. But yes, excellent work by Master Krakken. Cake detected indeed. All right. Yeah, exactly. That just means closer cuddles. Exactly, Isaac. See, you get it. You understand. So we've got Kamugi as Cammy. Excellent work. And the funny thing is I didn't even ask for those details. That's like Krakken always. Appropriate, the 10 big Bison Bucks.
Mr. Bison, the Cobra Lala law firm does not accept your fake Bison Bucks as a donation to the Cobrathon. Please send real money, like the Cobra Bitcoin.
That's okay. We accept Bison Bucks here at the Orbital Station. So Cobra Law firm, you're just missing out, okay? You're just missing out because we accept Bison Bucks here. Thank you, Loki Thorson, getting us that fourth waifu. By the way, that does it. Bam, right there. Perfect amount right there to get waifu number 4. So yeah, I love how creative Krakken gets because I'll just think of like the costume. I'm like, okay, we want Kamugi dressed as another Saturday morning waifu. How about Cammy? And then he goes and adds these little bits of flair with the Nurse Witch stockings. And and again, Kitty, even though he doesn't look like he's having that great of a time, I love how he just added him in there too. It's always great. We love a Kitty cameo. We're gonna get one in Way of the Dragon. Okay, he's the ring announcer there. So Kamugi as Cammy is waifu number 1. Waifu number 2. This one comes to us from Odacat. And might be able to figure this one out. This is another waifu dressed as a waifu. I know that sounds like kind of redundant, but we've got more cosplay here. So there's a hint for who the waifu, because it's not Kamugi. I'll tell you that, it's not Kamugi. But we've got a hint here based on her hairstyle. So if you know the waifu well, you can recognize her hair. And then the costume, there's also hints at the costume. So you guys, holy shit, you guys are good. You guys are good. Look at that. Not only did you guess the waifu, you also guess who she's dressed as. That's right. We've got Sky from Shantae. A lot of people's favorite waifu. I mean, Shantae is kind of like the top waifu, but a lot of people like Sky or Roddy Tops. I'm Team Roddy Tops myself. So we have a lot of fans. So we have to, make sure that everybody gets a little bit of content here. It can't be Shantae all the time. So we've got Sky dressed as Sheila. And that Sheila outfit is making the rounds. If you remember last week, we had Kamugi and Koyori doing a duel cosplay as Sheila. I almost said Kamugi again, as Sheila and Diana. So the Sheila costume is making the rounds, and apparently Koyori, if you remember, costume didn't really fit her too well. It's a little small. She has huge tracts of land, and because of the little raccoon tail thing, it wasn't even able to cover the cake. But I guess it kind of stretched it out because Sky has just a more average build, but apparently the top has been a little stretched out from Koyori. So yeah, that outfit is making the rounds. It's a popular outfit. It's a good look. I really do like Sheila's outfit. And of course, the furkini from Diana, excellent fashion sense from the D&D gals. So we've got Sky from Shantae dressed as Sheila as waifu number 2, courtesy of Odacat. Really good stuff. And of course,
tiny mini skirt.
Can't go wrong with the tiny mini skirt. That's always just like bikini season, 365 days out of the year. on the Orbital station. Tiny mini skirts never go out of fashion here. Okay. All right. Waifu number 3. All right, here we go. Now, this one might be a little tough. Okay, this one might be a little tough. There's nothing that really is a dead giveaway, but I'll give you a hint. Okay, so since we just saw Sky dressed as Sheila and her costume was being worn by Koyori last week, and then Komugi was dressed as Diana, so their outfits, Sheila and Diana's outfits, are just making the rounds. Like all the other Saturday morning waifus, they're just like, hey, I want to wear it. No, I want to wear it, right? Well, then what are Sheila and Diana wearing? What do they got on? I mean, everybody else, they took their outfits. So what about Sheila and Diana? So that should be a hint. So knowing that, when you look at this silhouette, who do you think it might be? Who do you think it might be? We got to find out. I mean, they got to be wearing something, right? I mean, YouTube terms of service, they have to be wearing something, right? So, yeah, there you go. You guys got it. That's right. So it's Sheila. It's Sheila. But what is she wearing? Well, we saw the other waifus dressing up. So, hey, one good turn deserves another. So how about Sheila as Teela? You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Well, how about Sheila dressed as Teela? Let's go. Let's go. So we got Sheila dressed as Teela there. She still managed to retain the cloak. I don't think that's her invisible cloak because hers is purple. This one's like red with like, I don't know, maybe a fade to purple. Maybe that's the inner lining. I don't know. But yeah, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Well, here's Sheila dressed as Teela. Cake detected. She's not passing a stealth check anytime soon. That's actually one of the things that she kind of has in common there, because we already know Teela is extra thick, you know? So at least we don't have to worry about the costume not fitting very well or being stretched out. Maybe Sheila's not filling it out quite as much up top, you know? Again, it's kind of like Komugi, you know, but the rest of it's fine. So we've got Sheila as Teela. So that leaves waifu number 4. This one should be pretty obvious. If Sheila is Teela, we got another waifu whose outfit has recently been absconded with via Komugi doing her cosplay. So if Sheila is Teela, then who do we have here? Who do we have here? Diana as someone. Someone as Diana. Diana as She-Ra. Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. But here's the thing. Teela is a He-Man character. So, you know, and Komugi a couple weeks ago took She-Ra's outfit. So we've already seen Komugi as She-Ra. She took She-Ra's outfit. Then she went and took Diana's outfit. So Sheila took Teela and Diana took He-Man. She took He-Man's outfit. That's right. So it's still kind of a furkini, at least the bottom half. The bottom half is like barely different from her regular outfit because it's still, you know, like a furkini. But the top, it's just the harness. You know, it's just the harness. But she's got the sword. She has the power. Okay. But she still can't pass a stealth check. She may have the power, but she still can't pass a stealth check. So we've got a couple of costume swaps going on kind of all over the place, really. I think everyone tonight has been a costume swap. Komugi as Cammy, Sky as Sheila, Sheila as Teela, and Diana as He-Man. Let's go. Yeah, she has the cake. So there you go, courtesy of Master Krakken. Of course, the Sheila was also courtesy of Master Krakken. So excellent work, Master Krakken, knocking it out of the park as usual. Oda Cat also doing great work there with Sky as Sheila. So yeah, a whole lot of costume swapping going on. What is this, October? What are we doing? Halloween here in the spring? Halloween in the spring? I don't know. At this point, we're just going to make Halloween like a year-round thing. We're just going to, it's sort of like bikinis and tiny mini skirts. It's just a year-round event at this point that waifus are switching costumes, you know, sharing them, exchanging them, whatever it may be. So if you, that's something to keep in mind. If you see a waifu dressed up one week, then you might see that waifu whose costume she took dressed up as someone else the next week, okay? So there you go. Diana as He-Man. We've got Sheila as Teela, cake detected. And then we've got Sky as Sheila, since her costume is just being passed around at this point. Everybody's dressing up as her. And then last but certainly not least, Komugi as Cammy with Kitty. Yeah, it's Comic-Con season. There you go. I like that, Taverns Pool. That's a good one. Yeah, it's not Halloween. It's Comic-Con season.
Caked up cosplaying waifus. I am so glad I made it tonight.
Let's go. Thank you, Neo Star Productions. Glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it. And thank you guys for all the donations, unlocking those 4 waifus. Get them into your stable. Okay, get them into your stable. Really good stuff. Whoa! Whoa, buddy! Hey, there's our guitar waifus. Let's go! Let's go! It's time to rock out. Get those guitars up in the chat. We are rocking out. It's a party now. Get the pizza rolls raining. We're going crazy. Pour the swing champagne with Kay and Yuri in there as well. Oh shit, look at all those guitars. She's grinding on Loki Thorson, Retro Ryu, Michael Russum, Taverns Pull the Birthday Bacon here, getting a little action there. Let's go. Neo 007 and Soul Edge, Prince of the Abyss. Let's go. Brave Expanse in there too.
Happy birthday, Taverns Paul. If I get a pin-up tonight, I'm donating it to you.
Oh man, Johnny Hollywood, you are awesome, man. You donated you won 2 last time and you donated both of them. And now you are indeed Stream Boss with a very mighty 100 hit points on the health bar. All hail Johnny Hollywood, giving his waifu selection to Taverns Pool as a birthday present. We definitely need some pizza rolls raining for you, sir. Where are they? Did I run out? There they are. I didn't run out just yet. I bought a lifetime supply. And let's get the waifu swinging for you too. Let's go. 2 times. Kitty getting in on the action as well. Thank you so much, Johnny Hollywood. And not only that, but you filled up a meter, a whole thing. We got waifu number 5. Let's go. So we've got Komugi as Cammy. Quick review just because I need to get back to waifu number 5. Sky as Sheila. Sheila as Teela. Diana as He-Man. He-Woman. Well, no, wait, that sounds even worse. And then waifu number 5. We got one more here from Odacat. This is an evil waifu that we saw. Think back to Valentine's Day. Okay. If you guys remember the lineup that I did for the Saturday morning of Valentine's Day, and it was featuring a whole bunch of relationship mishaps. There was one waifu in particular. She kind of stole the show. She was actually about to be wrangled by one of the heroes on the show, but then he showed up late, and that's a cardinal sin. Okay, if you guys know, and I'm not just talking about in the show. I'm saying like in real life. If you know you're dealing with a waifu, especially a special date, you don't be late, or you're taking your life into your own hands. Okay, and that's what happened to this guy. That's what happened. He showed up late. He had roses and everything, and she fucking blasted him. She started firing lightning bolts, okay? The thunder, the heavens were shaking. The thunder was clapping, but no cheeks were because she was pissed off. And she was firing lightning bolts at him and almost killed him. It was a J-Law-ality. That's right. It's Astronema. You guys already know. So we got Astronema here, courtesy of Odacat, ringing in bikini season. Like I said, it's based basically bikini season 365 days of the year here on the Orbital Station, but it actually is starting to warm up outside. In fact, today is the first day of spring. That's right, it is the vernal equinox. So we are officially in the spring season. So not just on the Orbital Station, but everywhere, at least in this hemisphere, it is spring, it is bikini season. So we got Astronema, one of our favorite wicked waifus, man. At least for me, I don't know about you guys, but like Power Rangers or just villains in general, she is top tier. So she's got a bikini here based on her crazy space leather outfit that she normally wears, but modified for bikini season. Of course, she has all these like different hairstyles and wigs or whatever. I don't know if they're meant to be wigs in the show or if she just changes her hair a bunch, but like every couple of episodes, she has different hair. This was one of my favorites, the big floofy purple hair, obviously, you know, big floofy 80s hair. Yes, please. So we've got Astronema, one of my favorite villain waifus and definitely favorite Power Rangers villain waifu right here, rocking the bikini, ready to go for bikini season. Thank you, Johnny Hollywood, as well as everybody else who sent in donations. 5 waifus unlocked. That's a whole waifu stable right there. You could build a whole stable just off the waifus we unlocked tonight. Very big support from the Baconeers. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to get at least one of these waifus in your stable, okay? They need a good home, okay? Get them in your stable. Let's go. All right, guys, that's the show for tonight. Thank you so much. You guys have all been awesome. I want you all to stay awesome, stay based. God bless you all. Head over to the OBTV Discord because in about 15 minutes, we're going to start Way of the Dragon. Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris. It's going to be awesome. And we got a cheesy dub to make it even better. It's going to be great. All right, guys, we'll see you over there. But first, let me leave you with a very special moment of Zook.
Hey there. Welcome home.
It's okay, Aunt Alex. I'm a man now.
Oh, thank you.
That reservation still standing?
Barely.
And how you doing, little partner?
Fine. And it's little visitor now. Attaboyoli's how you say it in Cherokee.
Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
All right, guys, that's the show. Y'all have a good one. Until next time, remember.
Until all is one.
Yes, until all is one.
Thank you for visiting me. It's been real.
Tomorrow.
Goodbye, Nega Ninjas.